Hey, you're listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe. This is Eric Zane. I don't know these two people, but I know they're fucking assholes. Mike Calta and Rover, suck my dick for what you did to Ryan.
Hey, what's up? I'm Woody. That's Greg Gorey.
What's up?
Menace.
Hi.
Gina Grad.
Hey.
Seabass. There's Sammy.
Hello.
We are The Woody Show.
Yeah.
And you are listening to Hoppe Hour. With Ryan Hoppe.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Yes, now. What? Now. If I hit this button, boom, the whole program's gonna start. Okay, well, hit it. All right.
Now, something completely different.
Smoke medical weed every day.
The following thoughts on Hoppe Hour represent Ryan Hoppe and that's it. Listener discretion is advised.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Hoppe Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour starts in 4, 3, 2. Hoppe. This is Hoppe Hour with Hoppe.
Where we at?
Always going in, never doubt it. Never worry about the dollar. Need a source or trending topic. We the hottest, search about us. Competition microscopic, never copied. I'm a giant rolling weed up, now we flying. H-O-P-P-E.
That's me.
P-P-E. H-O-P-P-E. You already know Hoppe Hour in your system.
Oh, yeah. This is Hoppe Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe. Take a shot every time I say, and you'll be drunk in the first 4 minutes. 856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me. RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I need your help. So this happened during the show yesterday. But I was, how do I explain this? When I go to break, a lot of times I get pumped up. I'll be like this. Guess what? You're a loser, Britney Spears. And then I play this outro before I play my song and go into the commercial break. Let me turn it down. And I'll get pumped up. I don't film the show, so no one's ever seen this, but I like stick out my arms all the way and I flick off the air and I think about all my haters and all the radio shows that still love to talk shit about me for no reason, even though I did nothing wrong. So I flick off the air, screw you, and I flick off the air, and I was like really pumped up yesterday. I was like, woohoo! Had a good one-liner. That one-liner I said was so good. Everybody was laughing in their cars. And I like sprained my back. And I feel like I'm 80 years old going on 31. And I'm a little concerned, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, because I'm 6'9". I'm 6'8.5", but I round up on the dating apps. And the thing, though, is my grandpa had a really broken down body by the age of 80, but also my grandpa served in World War II, so he was a badass that killed like 50 people and took part in the last battle of World War II. There was a battle that was undocumented or something that happened when the war was announced that it was over. They didn't get the news yet. There's like documentaries about it. The war kept going on like one part of Japan while the rest of the war was over, and my grandpa was in that. So like I looked at his life and I'm like, man, is that what I'm going to be with back pain? Anyway, we got breaking news here in the Hoppe Hour Megaplex. By the time, I know this show's all over the place right now, but by the time you're listening, this will have been old news. But I'm watching Pat McAfee on the TV here in the Hoppe Hour studios.
This is CNN Breaking News.
HSN, Hoppe News Network. New York Giants are releasing Daniel Jones. Whoa. It's almost like Daniel Jones is not very good. I don't know much about sports, but the New York Giants had to do that. Daniel Jones, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is not very good. He can't run. He can't throw. He has a bad attitude. He's like a New York Jay Cutler. Only Jay Cutler had a hell of an arm. Daniel Jones does not. He's got a hell of a paycheck, and a hell of a bank account I wouldn't mind having. Now, if you want more NFL talk, go to Adam Schefter, who's the best insider. I got this funny clip here. Any other show breaks down the X's and O's. But here, we're going to talk about Adam Schefter as he breaks the news in the NFL. He's the top NFL insider. He breaks the news while getting laid.
Weirdest place you've broken a story is what?
I can remember being in Denver one time, and I
love watching the guy next to him. He's like this well-dressed, handsome millennial interviewer, and he kind of can tell it's going to get dirty. I love that, like, bromance, knowing like what's going on.
How do I say this? I had just spent time with this woman for the first time.
Yeah. Okay.
And
sure.
It's like first time getting laid, and then it's like Peyton Manning to the Broncos. That's why I would never want to be an NFL insider, by the way, or NBA insider. Is like they live and sleep that. Like I slept in today till 9:50. I don't want to have to deal with breaking the news about whatever.
Sure.
And got a text that Dale Carter was being suspended. I think it was for 8 games for substance abuse.
Yeah, you never forget the news report you break while getting head.
And so as I continue to lay there, confirm it. And
that is such a baller move. I was getting some head, getting some head. I was breaking some news, breaking some news.
Yep.
Got the job done, Kevin. In every which way.
What a baller. I love Adam Schefter. He's so cool. Better than Mike Florio, that dork.
I'm just staring straight at the camera, buddy. I'm just not. That's it. That's it. This is the greatest episode we've ever had.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to be on TMZ. Woohoo. 856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. All right. I wanted to begin the show, guys, with some positive vibes. Because now I'm just going into full Ram mode, man. You know what? I've been dancing around it lately. And let me just tell you, I'm just going to full out say it. There is this new trend. It's not just Gen Z, but it seems to just be Gen Z. You know what I'm saying? Where, I don't know. When you're rich and famous, or you're some celebrity, or you got some power, women always are attracted to that. And that's natural. Successful men are attracted to beautiful women. That's normal. It's just a part of life. But there seems to be this new trend when it comes to like famous couples. Could be radio. Hint, hint. It could be TV, sports, anything. Whenever the girl dates the guy for attention, it's a high for them. But guys out there, if you're an up-and-coming podcaster, if you're a professional, like if you're like an amateur athlete, like I know a lot of the high school students that are friends with my little cousin up in Illinois listen to my show. I'm going to give you guys some dating advice. Because I loved listening to radio in 2012, 2011 when I was in high school. And I was always really impressionable when I would listen to Opie and Anthony and that. And a lot of what they said to me kind of stuck with me, and it kind of explains why I'm a pervert. But what I'm getting at is, to all the young audience, specifically to the men out there that are hetero, if a girl is really into what you're doing, and that's the reason she dates you, she's going to help build you up. She's going to help build up your apartment, help build up your life. But there comes a consequence with it. Yeah, she's gifting you with things. But what's going to happen is she's going to start taking credit for your success. And what's going to happen is if you guys break up, then she's going to always be mad when you keep on growing without her because she's going to miss the attention. So, guys out there, if there's a girl that's like, oh my God, you are such a good chemist. Oh my God, you are such a good author. Oh my God, you are such a good spiritual coach. And they invest time and they help you in the relationship. When that relationship ends, they're going to take credit for your glow up and be bitter for the rest of your life. And those are the women you got to look out for. And Brianna Chicken Fry is the perfect example of this. She's famous on her own. She works at Barstool Sports. She works on one of the biggest podcasts, BFF Pod. But she's still talking about Zach Bryan. And that's because she's nothing without Zach Bryan. She's famous in the Barstool world, but Zach Bryan's known around the world. I'm not a big country music guy. I have an appreciation for it. It's not my thing. But I knew who Zach Bryan is. I didn't know who Brianna Chicken Fry is. And now we know who this imbecile is.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
I FaceTimed with Rose for a couple hours, actually.
I would have loved to be a fly on the wall for that.
Right. Yeah. What's his name? So weird, by the way. Dave Portnoy obsessing over this breakup. Bro, there's allegations of you choking women and being aggressive during sex. A breakup between Zach Bryan and Brianna Chicken Fry should be something you're not interested in because you got skeletons in the closet. And that's what happens a lot when these Gen Xers, because this never happened to me, these Gen Xers get obsessed with breakups. And they're the ones with the most skeletons in their closet.
I FaceTimed with Rose for a couple hours, actually.
I would have loved to be a fly on the wall for that.
Right. Would you, Dave Portnoy?
I love her. I've never felt more seen and validated in my life. Same with.
There you go. That's the problem with all these Gen Z girls.
I've never felt more seen and validated in my.
That's what you need to put on the gravestone of Brittany LaTaglia. Is this right here?
I've never felt more seen and validated in my life. Same.
Why do you need validation? All these Gen Z girls think they need validation all day long. It's not that great getting validated. You know why getting validated is the stupidest high ever? It's because if you're getting validated by somebody and then they stop validating you, then you're always looking for validation because you're hurt. I don't give a fucking shit what anybody thinks about me. And I'm not just saying that to act like a tough guy or a bad. I don't care. Someday I'm going to be dead and I don't believe in an afterlife and there's going to be a forever nothing where I don't exist. And all the hard work I put in each day, I might be remembered. But do we know the top radio shows from the 1920s through 40s? No.
And with her, oh my gosh, she's a great person.
Brianna Chicken Fry revealed that she bonded with Zach Bryan's ex-wife, Rose Madden.
Oh, my goodness. This is what I'm talking about when I'm speaking to the younger audience about when you date somebody who's into what you do rather than you as a person. What happens is when the breakup happens, they miss the immediate attention, so then they team up with the other bitter exes. And I'm sure Zach Bryan, I just said Zach. I'm sure Zach Bryan's not a perfect boyfriend. But there's two sides to every story. Get the hell out of here.
After accusing him of emotional abuse.
The whole emotional abuse thing, I'm not saying it's not a valid thing, but I'm sure there was some emotional abuse from Brianna. I feel emotional abuse listening to this imbecile talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure he said mean things, but here's the problem when it comes to arguments. This is why you should never get mad at a woman and you should never yell at a woman. Women will say something during an argument. They'll poke the bear. They'll poke the bear. This happened to my friend recently. My friend of 5 years, he's going to hate that I'm bringing it up because people listen to my show, but my friend of 5 years is now single, and it's because he voted for Donald Trump. And this friend is like my boy. Like, I've known him like 7 years. One of my best friends. And I'll just say it. When I went through my breakup, he was in a tough spot because the people that we went on double dates with were friends with my ex. So I've only seen my friend a few times, but he kept in touch with me and was loyal to me. And now that he's single, I feel like I got my bro back. And I bet there's a lot of people that are friends with Zach Bryan that are like, yeah, bro, Brianna's a bitch.
Rose came up during the conversation on the BFFs podcast after Dave Portnoy brought up her commenting comedy gold on a TikTok clip of himself and Brianna. Not to mention, Zach was a no-show at the Country Music Awards.
Yeah, I would skip this one. Or actually, he should have gone. Like, a lot of times when you go through a public breakup and everybody knows the tea because the woman just got to be blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. The thing is, sometimes you got to just keep grinding and keep showing up. If you skip events because of the breakup, you're giving it more power because then everybody's hush-hush in the room like, oh my God, did you see Zach Bryan didn't go? Did you see that Ryan Hoppe didn't go to that event? But if you show up, who cares?
And he gave his Instagram followers a glimpse at what he was up to instead. After a rainy morning, Zach decided to go on a beach walk with his dog, a chocolate Labrador named Jack Daniels. His and Casey Musgrave.
It would be named Jack Daniels. What the hell? It'd be like a rapper naming their dog Hennessy.
Dave's I Remember Everything duet was nominated for Musical Event of the Year, but ultimately did not win the CMA.
Yeah, it sucks. Zach does look like a douche, though.
As for Brianna, she was busy making revenge hair a thing.
Yeah, this whole thing Gen Z girls do, this like revenge. Do you notice that like Cher doesn't like Sonny and they had a bad breakup? But like she doesn't bash him that much and she still gives him his props. I rip into baby boom. I rip into baby boomers a lot on this show. There's a lot of flaws that entitled, out of touch, rich generation has. But they don't bash their ex.
It's been about a month since her public breakup with Zach, and Brie decided to debut a fresh do in a TikTok video.
Because what happens is the woman gets really self-conscious when she gets dumped. And what happens to a Gen Z girl is they need the validation. So they start to post themselves in lingerie. They start to do this and that because they're nothing without the guy. I'm not saying all women are nothing without the guy, but the women that have nothing going on with their lives, that date the guy for attention, have nothing.
With 17 Going Under by Sam Fender playing in the background, Brianna first shows off her wavy auburn locks before cutting to her new light blonde, which is a mix of blonde and brown.
I've gotten to this point where the song I Want to F Every Girl in the World by Lil Wayne was like my favorite song. And growing up, I wanted to F every girl in the world. And I've had my fun streak. But man, when I look at how entitled these girls are, I'm good.
In another TikTok clip, Brianna dances to Taylor Swift's song Karma, showing off her hair transformation.
Oh, everybody's got to do karma. Karma, karma, karma. What about karma for you, Brianna?
With followers quickly leaving some sweet words in the comment section.
Yeah, you got all the kiss asses in the comment section. Enough of this. You got all the kiss asses. That's what always happens. Whenever there's a breakup, it's the beautiful girl does the glow up. And it's like, what's funny about it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is all of a sudden, all of the guys that want to hook up with them start to slide in their DMs and start to go, oh, you don't need the man. Guys, watch out. I'm warning you. Some people might listen to this and be like, oh, Hoppe sounds bitter. No. I'm doing a public service announcement for you guys. If a woman is dating you for what you do for a living, it's good to have her as a friend of benefits, but that is not wifey material.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
was Matabay and Catch What Feels Like Heaven. Just took a hit of my vape pen.
Hoppe Hour will be right back. Hoppe Hour will be right back. Hoppe Hour will be right back.
70 downloads. Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by DZBZ Honey at DZBZHoney.com. When I tell you they are the best Delta 8 CBD honey around, I am a man of my words. Go to DZBZHoney.com and at checkout, use keyword Hoppe. All right, before we get back to the show, let's hear from Hammer and Hank.
Hello again. It's your favorite San Francisco DJ, Hammer and Hank. I may look normal, but the truth is, I have a condition known as autism. That's right, it's a condition, not a disease. Fact is, autism can strike anyone, regardless of who they are. People with autism normally have difficulties in verbal and non-verbal communication skills, social interactions, and leisure activities. In a recent study, people with autism are less likely to have a job and more likely to become homeless. I beat the odds by having loving friends and family, having a college education. I have even worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality for many years. Always remember that people with autism want the same things as you, to be happy and successful. To find out more about autism, please contact your local mental health center or visit autismspeech.org.
Something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe is your alternative to the typical morning show with fake dating segments.
Hey, this is Eric Zane. You're like, who? Yeah, I know. Anyway, you're listening to Ryan Hoppe. Hoppe Hour. This motherfucker is resilient as shit. Everybody tries to rub Ryan's fucking face in dog shit, and then he always picks himself up.
That's my fetish.
I love that. Fuck everybody. Give them the finger and kick their ass, Ryan Hoppe.
Hour with Ryan Hoppe is your alternative to the typical morning show with fake dating segments.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
What? I thought Second Date Update was real.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Let's play this classic.
Ryan's tall like the sky.
Oh, sure.
6'9", he's fly.
Yeah, I am.
From Chicago to the Bay, in St. Pete he'll stay. Talk of love and fame, dating life's his game. News on stars he spills, with laughter fills. Hoppe Hour, all you need.
Oh, yeah.
Take a seat.
856.
Ryan's got the groove.
49 Hoppe. 856-494-6773.
A cat by the side.
Meow.
In Florida they reside.
Speaking of my cat, let's hear from Luna. Hey, Luna, what do you think about Clout chasing women? Not a fan. She's mad at a few of them.
Hot topic.
Miley Cyrus makes a rare comment on ex Liam Hemsworth. The singer gets candid in an interview with Harper's Bazaar November 20th about her relationship with ex-husband Liam Hemsworth and talking about collaborating with loved ones and how she isn't afraid to mix work with pleasure.
But is that working out for you, Miley?
Telling the magazine, I worked with my dad forever. That's how me and my ex-husband met each other. I've always worked with the people that I love, and
Liam was too classy for her anyway.
Max just inspires me so much. During the conversation, Miley also opens up about her current boyfriend, Max Mirando, revealing that she has been working with him on her forthcoming visual album, adding that he even produced several songs and helped her write a song titled Something Beautiful.
He looks just like her dad in the early 90s. It's weird.
The song is slated for 2025, and according to Miley, it was inspired by Pink Floyd's The Wall. Miley shares that she wants the album to have a healing quality for listeners. Continuing, I would like to be a human psychedelic for people. I don't want anyone trying to be like me or imitate me or even be inspired by me.
Yeah. You may be talented and a legend, but we definitely shouldn't imitate you.
I want to impact frequencies in your body that make you vibrate at a different level. As for her relationship with Max, Miley goes on to explain why she keeps things private.
Because you have to. My voice keeps cracking today. You have to. She didn't make anything else private, including when she cheated on Liam.
He's very similar to me. We just don't take life too seriously.
You can't.
Or adding, he looks at life really differently than I do. He grew up with a laptop. I had a desktop computer that I shared with my brothers and sisters.
Oh, so I don't even know what that means. Kind of strange. Because I was going to say that he grew up with money, but so did she. So I have no idea what that means. If you think you know what that means, 856-49-HOPPY. Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez donate $110 million to fight homelessness. Just a fraction of his $214 billion net worth. Yeah, would it be nice if he donated $1 billion or something? Yeah, but it's still $110 million. I don't know. Gisele Bündchen, no perfect roadmap to life amid pregnancy. That's one way to put it. Getting knocked up by both side chicks, or side dudes rather. That being Tom Brady at first when he cheated on Bridget Moynihan with you, and then when he cheated on Tom Brady with Joaquin Valente. Let's see here. This headline's interesting. It says right here, I'll just play it.
Yes, we will. Meantime, tonight, a consumer alert for you, protecting your packages. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, too, the busiest times for online shopping.
And now St. Petersburg police say with that uptick in online purchases, they also see an uptick in package thefts. Tonight, 10 Tampa Bay's Hannah Deneen takes us into Shore Acres, where police are now investigating a series of package thefts.
Poor Shore Acres. For people listening around the world, that was the place that really flooded whenever there's rain, even if it's not a hurricane. And, one of my ex-girlfriend's grandparents live there, and I hope they're okay. But you get flooded all the time, and then you have to deal with this?
Neighbors say they feel violated after a porch pirate swiped an item from their doorstep worth
Porch pirates are the scum of the earth.
thousands of dollars.
It definitely seemed very calculated.
Caught on video, a hooded man swiping up a package minutes after delivery.
He bypassed all the other packages, took the iPad, put it right into his bag, turned around, and walked right off.
Homeowner Brandon Newport says that $2,800 Apple iPad was a replacement for one destroyed by hurricane flooding.
I waited a really long time to get this iPad Pro and finally came in, and within 30 minutes of it being dropped off, it was gone.
Tonight, St. Pete police say he's not alone.
Yeah, it seems like there's all these calculated robberies. You have the NFL and NBA players. You have this. Make money to buy what you want to have. I think porch pirates are just scumbags, man.
Just recently, we have seen a few more in the Shore Acres, Snell Isle, Venetian area.
St. Petersburg police spokesperson Yolanda Fernandez says package thefts typically increase this time of year.
Yeah. I wonder if porch pirates are surprised. So like, HPV cream.
The department advises you to add extra delivery instructions, asking for packages to be concealed or left at a side door. Track your packages or use an Amazon locker.
The whole idea is make this...
Yeah, Amazon lockers are very underrated. I've never used one, but If I was in a neighborhood that had a lot of robberies, I would do that.
Packages or use an Amazon locker.
The whole idea is make this as difficult as you can for someone. Keep it out of sight. Make sure that it's not just sitting out there for hours.
Meanwhile, in Shore Acres, neighbors remain on high alert.
I mean, we're on edge. I think we're going to be watching our doors a little bit more closely.
Yeah, that sucks. You can't even live life.
While St. Pete Police is still investigating at this time, they do not believe that the iPad theft is connected to any greater trends related to the theft of Apple products.
All right. How would you guys know that? You're just guessing. I'm going to play this right here. It's a minute 22. It's pretty cool. This is Dick Van Dyke on his life.
Walt knew of me only through Dick Van Dyke Show. What made him think of me for that movie, I'll never know.
I know.
Dick Van Dyke's talking about Walt Disney.
It was the fall of 1962, and you were at the Algonquin Hotel with a columnist named Earl Wilson.
Oh, my God.
You gave an interview with him. Got it right here.
Oh, that's amazing.
He said, I want to do pictures I can take my kids to see. And Mr. Disney, you said, does pretty good.
I'll be darned.
I'm not a big fan of like old time content at times because I wasn't around in the 50s and 60s. But man, Dick Van Dyke's show holds up. And Mary Poppins is one of my favorite movies because me and my mom would watch it.
When I met Walt, we hit it right off. We both admitted that we just pretended to be grown up and that we were still kids.
That's why Disney was such a weirdo.
I went into his office and he had watercolor paintings of all the scenes from the movie. By the time we got through with that, I was just so excited.
What was it like to hear the Sherman Brothers play the score for Mary Poppins for the first time?
Oh, I couldn't believe it. One tune after another. And I wept. It was just the most beautiful thing I ever heard.
He looks amazing for 99, 98. I mean, he is all with it. He's got those eyes, though, that you look at him, and he's got to be freaking out. He's like, how much longer is this going on? I mean, dude's 98, 99. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. I just closed a headline that I was going to talk about. I guess Chris Mad Dog Russo from First Take on ESPN said some quote-unquote offensive things about Lamar Jackson, the quarterback of the Baltimore Ravens. I am not somebody that falls for the bait of First Take. People don't realize that those yelling sports shows say things for attention. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? This is interesting right here. I made a video about this, and the reel did very well. It's my most watched reel of the week. I talked about John Stamos putting on a bald cap to look bald in solidarity of his friend Dave Coulier, who has stage 3 cancer. And people either love or hate it, but he was showing solidarity, and it wasn't like he was dressing up as that for Halloween. And John Stamos responds to the people that were offended by it.
What happened, look.
I thought it was funny.
I flew cross country to be with my brother, right?
Yep.
As I'm on the plane there, I get a text. My best friend, since I'm 11 years old, dies of a heart attack.
Yeah, we saw that. My condolences.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Paparazzi sounds like he can care less.
But I'm not going to show that to Dave. I mean, I told him, but I said, that's not, and I tried privately and whatever it was. But I made him and me, we laughed so friggin' hard. And he wanted me to come shave his head. I knew before, so I brought the bald cap from the studio. And I got to work next week. I'm on a new show, so I can see my wife. This is great.
Oh, great! Yeah.
But
Stamos looks like he did some coke.
So I can't.
You can't cut your hair. Yeah.
Regardless, I mean.
Aside from that,
I'm so shocked. First, I'll say
people are nasty, man.
It's just embarrassing. They're embarrassing. When I started seeing this blowback, I was like, what? I couldn't figure it out. I still don't know 100%. What they should be doing, instead of making silly little videos or doing comments, they should call their doctor, make an appointment. Like, that's the whole point of this, and it's been Dave's message.
It's like drawing attention to it. Yeah, we're all young guys,
Young guys,
Well, I mean, we're trying to be young. Yeah, I get it.
God bless everybody. I don't, it wasn't, I don't look at stuff. I swear, most of the time I don't. But this one really hurt me because mainly because I didn't understand it.
I will never stop talking smack about these celebrities that deserve it, but it is crazy how these guys are human.
I'm just sad that people took it, the ones that did took it the wrong way. Or I'm also sad that they don't have anything better to do. What they should do is make an appointment to get checked up. Dave.
You can tell John's freaking out about this. Dave's his boy.
He was very clear about that. I just had a great, checkup, but the point is that I'm embarrassed for people that they waste time on this when all I was doing was cheering up a friend. And I'm sorry.
And you did though.
I start to say I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
I hate when the paparazzi interrupt the person they're interviewing. It's like no one cares who you are.
Embarrassed for people that they waste time on this when all I was doing was cheering up a friend. And I'm sorry.
And you did.
Shut up. Let the guy talk.
I
start to say I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
No, don't sorry. Yeah, but you did cheer him up. How was that? How was you spending your time with him though?
It was incredible. And
his spirits.
He cried. We laughed and we cried. We watched old movies and we told stories and I brought videos and it just was a beautiful
Did you guys watch Full House?
No, we didn't watch Full House.
You didn't watch Full House?
Okay.
Come on.
No.
All right.
I'm so sick of the paparazzi. Yet, I talk about them right now. Conor McGregor found liable for sexual assault. He definitely has the vibe of someone that does sexual assault. I would not want him to date my daughter. Last night I tweeted, said, who would you rather have date your daughter? Deshaun Watson or... who did I say? Deshaun Watson or Jameis Winston? And some people got really offended by that. And my answer would be this guy right here.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
And I'm just kidding when I say this.
Interest in the Menendez brothers continues thanks to the hit Netflix series, but there's a twist. Does married Lyle Menendez have a girlfriend? Jim Murray reports.
The 56-year-old convicted killer is reportedly in a relationship with a 21-year-old college student.
Man, did she not have a father growing up?
Identified as Millie Buxey. But Lyle is married to Rebecca Sneed, a 55-year-old lawyer.
I wonder how many people she's had sex with since the 90s.
Relocated to San Diego 4 years ago to be closer to her jailed husband. They've been married.
I wonder if they've had any conjugal visits.
For 30 years, and she was recently captured looking downtrodden at her home. Lyle and Millie's reported romance is said to have started earlier this year after Lyle spotted the 21-year-old in a Facebook group run by Lyle's wife. Millie must really be smitten because she lives in Manchester, England, and flew 5,300 miles to visit the infamous Menendez brother.
Losers!
His first marriage to former Playboy model Anna Erickson came to an end in 2001 after she allegedly caught him sending love letters to another woman. The revelation that
a murderer cheating? No.
He may have a new girlfriend comes as the Menendez brothers' bid for freedom hits a new snag. First, LA's DA, who'd been supporting the brothers' release, lost his bid for re-election. Now Governor Gavin Newsom says he won't consider the brothers' bid for clemency until LA's new DA takes office next month.
Yeah, that guy's not going to do that. Gascon was just doing that because it was the election. Politicians doing things for the election, that never happens.
And reviews the case.
When I'm done having sex, I always hear this. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, ah!
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Yeah. Niggas don't know how hard it fucking took. How hard it fucking took me to get here. Even to fucking record this song. It's like shit was going against me. Think I give a fuck about none of that shit? Hell no, man. What G? Shut up.
Run up on a nigga like pop. Them shots fired. Them shots fired. Yeah, them shots fired. Run up on a nigga and he drop. That's a man down. Man down. That's a man down. Yeah. That's a man down. Run up on a nigga like pop. Them shots fired. Them shots fired. Yeah, them shots fired. Run up on a nigga, then he drop. That's a man down. That's a man down. Yeah, that's a man down.
They call me Swizzy, nigga, cause that's my nickname. I mark this rap game and call that shit stain. These lames ain't shit, nigga, although they shit lame. I'm saying fuck these hoes, and then your bitch came. But I might get her name. I know she'll let me, and we can kick it, girl, and call that Jet Li. I'll beat that pussy up, that's what's my bet, G. And now I gave her another reason to say nobody hit it like this. Ill type of shows, ill type of clothes, ill type of ass bring ill type of hoes. Tell all my haters go on maybe this weekend if they ain't learn my ill type of flows, ill type of grind. Money on my mind, you can find me in the lab working like overtime. Nobody ever hit the track like me. Shed on the beat and you know that's heat, nigga.
Run up on a nigga like pop. Them shots fired. Them shots fired. Yeah, them shots fired. Run up on a nigga and he drop. That's a man down. That's a man down. Yeah, that's a man down. Run up on a nigga like pop. Them shots fired. Them shots fired. Yeah, them shots fired. Run up on a nigga and he drop.
Yeah.
That's a man down. That's a man down. Yeah, that's a man down.
Funny how friendship often turn to hatred. When they see you doing bad, they won't help you make it. I don't leave my life to chance, I go out and take it. That's why I gotta make it. That's why I gotta make it. All my haters get no recognition. I remember when niggas ain't had no pot to piss in. My opposition is usually fucking optimistic, but that can't help them when hollow tips leaving bodies missing.
Run up on a nigga like pop. Them shots fired. Them shots fired. Yeah, them shots fired. Run up on a nigga and he drop. That's a man down. That's a man down. Yeah, that's a man down. Run up on a nigga like pop. Them shots fired. Them shots fired. Yeah, them shots fired. Run up on a nigga and he drop. That's a man down. That's a man down. Yeah, that's a man down.
I made this song in 2013. I love this part.
Fuck all your haters, eh?
Oh yeah. What up, Calta?
I'm screaming fuck all mine.
Oh jeez.
Shit, we gotta shine, you feel me? Hey. That's real, nigga. And that's how you kill it.
Oh, is it?
If you didn't know.
What's going on?
Bitch!
Yeah. What do I think of Brianna Chicken Fry? Right here. Perfect.
Bitch!
What's going on?
Suck a dick.
Isn't that delightful? It doesn't sound as cool in 2024 as it did in 2013.
Happy Hour will be right back.
70 downloads. Oh yeah. It's the Hopman show. Wolfman Hoppe. This following segment has been brought to you by Fortify.com. FORTIFEYE.com for the best pre and post workout around. And at checkout, use keyword Hoppe, or not Hoppe, it's actually keyword Ryan20, RYAN20.
And now, something completely different. It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, this is Rick Rumble from Rumble in the Morning on FM 99 in Norfolk, Virginia. And you are listening to Hoppe Hour with my buddy Ryan Hoppe.
Recording for the average Joe and Jane because we don't discriminate by gender. If you work hard, keep listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour. Ladies and gentlemen, to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Yo, Hoppe Hour in effect, got the nation in check. Talking sexy news, celebs we dissect. 6'9" giant towering like the sky. Throwback beats, hitting make your spirits fly. Spilling tea on the mic, smooth flow, ain't no stopping. Talk of the town, got the gossip rocking. Hoppe with the hits, throwback, the 5'9", early 2000s, can't help but jive. Hoppe Hour where the gossip don't cease. Riding high, feel the beats, ultimate release. Turn it up, let's ride that vibe. Hoppe on the air, keeping radio alive. Sex, tales, drama, scandal.
856
Every broadcast
49 Hoppe.
Like a maze.
856-494-6773.
6'9" stature.
You tweeted me.
King Kong.
Yeah, Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com.
Your ways we conquer and claim. Hoppe Hour spreading, wild like a flame. Hoppe Hour where the gossip don't cease. Riding high, feel the beats, ultimate release.
Whoa! Hoppe Hot Topic!
Kim Kardashian is back in her law school era. The Kardashian star takes to her Instagram November 21st, posting a snap of herself studying writing law school.
The most Kim Kardashian post ever.
In the thirst trap selfie, Kim sports a messy bun, glasses, and puts on a rather busty display while sitting at a desk holding a pen and reading. With younger sister Khloe Kardashian taking to the comments section to leave a not safe for work reaction to the shot. Writing, "I love a milfy lawyer."
That's not safe for work. I thought it was going to be, you gave her AJ head today.
Kim, who's been pursuing her degree since 2018, has been keeping fans updated on her law school journey.
Listen, I'm not going to law school, so I give anybody credit for who's doing it. But she's definitely been doing this for 7 years now.
Most recently, the 44-year-old shared a pic of her study material this past summer, writing, "I can't deal with all these f***ing hearsay exceptions.
Yeah, she needs to grow up.
My least favorite subject in law school." Kim first revealed she was working on obtaining a law degree 6 years ago when she enrolled in a 4-year apprenticeship with a San Francisco law firm.
I find Kim so hot.
Focusing on criminal justice reform. Then in 2021, the Skims founder shared that she had passed the baby bar exam after having failed 3 times before, announcing the news in a December 13th IG post saying, "OMFG, I passed the baby bar exam." For anyone who doesn't know my law school journey, no, this wasn't easy or handed to me.
Yeah, she definitely has to let us know that because, you know, she's a little self-conscious about that stuff of her whole life, everything being given her.
I failed this exam 3 times in 2 years, but I got back up each time and studied harder and tried again until I did it. And while the beauty mogul is not yet a lawyer in real life, she will be playing one on TV. Kim is currently filming her and Ryan Murphy's new Hulu show, All's Fair,
She needs to just make another sex tape.
where she plays a powerful Los Angeles divorce attorney alongside her all-female law firm.
Oh, that sounds like a fun place.
Fans got to
Especially the 1 week of the month when they're all grumpy. If you know what I'm saying.
see Ryan pitch Kim the idea for the legal drama during this past season of The Kardashians.
You were really, really good, to the point that they called me and were like, do you think Kim would want to do her own show?
I don't know why every gay guy in LA, they almost talk like a valley girl. Like they just talk like that. LA definitely has an accent. All right, I was saying if I'm bored, you're bored. There is this right here. We're all freaking out about where Richard Gere's going to live, right?
Whoa! Hoppe Hot Topic!
You're moving. I keep reading in the papers.
I know this is world news.
This is big news. You're moving.
Richard Gere is saying adios to Hollywood. During his November 20th appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, the runaway bride star shares his plans to move abroad.
You're moving. I keep reading in the papers.
I know this is world news.
This is big news. You're moving to Spain. You're leaving.
My wife is Spanish, and is this a problem for anybody out there?
I wonder if there's anybody who's wondering if he went to Diddy parties. He's not really like the clientele of a Diddy party, but you never know anymore.
We were going to miss you, but I'm sure you'll be back.
No, of course I'll be back.
Yeah,
but my wife is Spanish, and she gave me about 7 years here. Yeah. And so we're going to spend some years in Madrid.
Richard married his wife, Spanish activist Alejandra Silva, in 2018 after 4 years of dating, with the couple now sharing sons 5-year-old Alexander and 4-year-old James, both of whom the actor says are going to have a pretty easy transition to living in Spain.
Our kids are bilingual, so they're going to flourish there.
Oh, that's great.
And,
good for you.
Are you bilingual as well?
Oh, it's perfect. I speak 15 languages perfectly. I don't want to hurt you by doing it right now.
Man, Richard Gere's a weird guy.
And while Richard says he will still be coming back to Hollywood every now and then for work, he's ready to embrace his new life and spend quality time with extended family.
No, my wife she grew up in a very big Spanish family, like a big Italian family, big Spanish family.
Yeah.
And her grandmother was kind of the glue that held that all together. And the grandmother passed away, it was about 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago. So my wife, I can see her morphing into the new grandmother of this extended family. So
it's so cute.
She's already planning for 35 people for Sunday lunches.
Ah, good.
And
I'm going to go on a limb, and I don't want to sound like a dick, but that's what I do here. He sounds whipped. Just a little bit. Just a tad bit. Nothing bad, but a little noticeable.
She asked me out.
What?
It was crazy. It was crazy.
No!
It was crazy.
Benny Blanco claims Selena made the first move.
Oh, Benny, you should probably shut your mouth. Selena's very self-conscious. And when you're going out saying that she made the move on KSI's or whatever that guy's name is, the streamer, it'll say in the video. But what I'm trying to say, that was a lame point by me. Ryan walking over his words. Benny, you should not be going on these podcasts saying that she asked you out first. She's a very self-conscious person. She's probably going to be hurt by that.
The music producer who began dating.
He says a lot during these interviews. Like, let's go back to this. He said on Howard Stern, I want to marry her and have kids. Like, bro, you need to chill out in these interviews.
She asked me out.
What?
It was crazy. It was crazy.
No!
It was crazy.
Benny Blanco claims Selena made the first move. The music producer who began dating Selena back in 2023 recently shares how she initiated their relationship by asking him on a date first, detailing the moment during a November 21st interview with YouTuber Kai Cenat.
Our first text, where we were asking each other out on a date.
How do you act?
She asked me out.
What?
It was.
The thing I hate about E-News is they'll play the clip, talk for 20 seconds about nothing, and then play the clip again.
Crazy. It was crazy.
No!
It was crazy.
Wait, how'd it go?
Benny's such a cool dude, though. He seems like a good guy.
She literally asked me out. We were just talking. And then she was like, oh, you want to get dinner? So we just went.
Can you imagine that dopamine hit when Selena Gomez asks you out?
We got a drink first, and I didn't even realize we were on a date. And she was like, well, if this, I would have worn something different to this date. And I was like, wait, what? We're on a date? I had no idea.
She said.
He needs to shut up, man.
No idea we were on the date. She left early because she had to go somewhere. She had to film a video the next day. And then we hung out 2 days later. And then I was like, I think she likes me. And then I literally just kissed.
That's got to be the best feeling ever.
Kissed her, and then that then the rest is history.
I
literally just kissed her.
Oh, after that was history?
Yeah, history.
Although Benny may not have known it was a date, he certainly won Cell over. The Only Murders in the Building star is happy to gush about her boyfriend online. She told The Hollywood Reporter in an interview the day before that her relationship with Benny is the safest she's ever felt.
Unless he's going on the Howard Stern show or podcast talking about your relationship.
Yes, this is the safest I've ever felt in one, and I see a future with this person. Before continuing, when you put a little bit out there, people are not as hungry to hunt you down. If they hear something, they're going to. But if you're like, I did it, they're like, oh well, there's you, just going to dinner.
Aw, it's so cute. 856-49-HOPPY. This is sad.
In the case of like Liam Payne, I'd watched him a few days before it happened. I remember watching online, and I'd actually put a message under a post saying he's off his nut, which wasn't very nice, but I felt it. I felt like...
Yeah, Boy George, you are not a good person.
He was out of control.
Boy George now expressing regret about taking that dig at Liam Payne days before his tragic death.
Another junkie notices a junkie.
I think if you sort of project a certain amount of positivity, then, that has a different effect.
When it happened, it just hit me the same way that Amy Winehouse hit me, just because it felt so senseless.
It all went down on the High Performance Podcast, which is streaming now. During a conversation about the darker side of social media, Boy takes a moment to reflect on his word choices.
In the case of like Liam Payne, I'd watched him a few days before it happened. I remember watching online, and I'd actually put a message under a post saying he's off his nut.
I can't stand this thing. And this is Entertainment Tonight. They do this thing where they begin the clip by playing it, and then they play it again,
which wasn't very nice. But I felt it. I felt like he was out of control.
Just enjoying coffee and breakfast, even though it's like 1 p.m.
Literally, we sleep in every day until at least 12. We're such losers.
I'm not a loser. I do that too. I'm not a loser. Please tell me I'm not a loser.
Only does George regret his words, he also shares the impact Liam's death had on him.
I care about his family. I watched the dad, heartbreaking. I was quite tearful about it. I actually really felt very sad.
So there's that. Definitely got to watch out what you say in life. This is interesting.
John Benet Ramsey's father is begging police to solve her murder.
I bet at some point in this interview, or in this audio rather, they're going to say, we reached out for comment and didn't hear back.
28 years after his daughter was found dead in their family home, John Ramsey is now pleading with police to follow a DNA lead he thinks could be the key to cracking the case. Telling people in an interview published November 21st, we're begging the police to engage. There are cutting-edge DNA labs that want to help.
It's very weird. Like, I don't even want to think about if there was sexual assault on John Benet Ramsey. That poor girl had an awful life. It's very disgusting to think about.
And who believe they can move the case forward. According to the 80-year-old, the Boulder, Colorado Police Department isn't proceeding with the testing of genetic material he says was found at the crime scene in 1996. Telling the outlet, of the items sent to the labs in the beginning, 6 or 7 of them were returned untested. We don't know why they were not tested, but they were not tested. The garrote used to strangle John Benet and a number of items just were sent back. We're not asking them to do anything weird, just do your job.
Yeah, that's a pretty good point.
Test the DNA. In response to John's claims, Boulder Police Chief Stephen Redfern issues a statement to E! News saying, "The killing of John Benet was an unspeakable crime, and this tragedy has never left our hearts. We are committed to following up on every lead."
It's weird. She'd be like 35 now.
"And we are continuing to work with DNA experts and our law enforcement partners around the country until this tragic case is solved." However, John doesn't seem convinced that Boulder PD will make any progress on their own. Almost 3 decades after his 6-year-old daughter was found sexually assaulted, beaten, and strangled.
Yeah, she was assaulted, unfortunately. I don't even want to think about like that stuff. Like, I know this is going to sound really cliche. Like one time I remember I made a rant in 2015 and I said, war is bad. War needs to end. And people were like, that's the most obvious advice ever. And here's some obvious advice right here. Like, I don't understand how somebody can be a pedophile. Like, Jim Norton makes jokes saying that like kids are annoying and that. But like, seriously, I don't understand how anybody could want to do that. I'm not a normal guy. I have like my flaws with my bipolar and whatever, but I cannot imagine being a creep or being a porch pirate or that. I try to be such a good person in life.
Tangled in the basement of the family home the day after Christmas. Going on to say, the chief of police is in charge. Nobody can come in and help him with solving a crime unless he asks for help. If it stays in the hands of the Boulder police, it will not be solved, period.
All right, that's sad. 856-49-HOPPY. And then there's this.
Happy Hot Topic! It's the great post-election spending spree. Social media is loaded with doomsday spenders who are
Yeah, and then they're going to be like freaking out in January when they got the credit card payment.
giving a boost to the economy from both sides of the political aisle. Check out this woman's major shopping haul.
All right, this is a visual and this is audio, so may not be necessary, but people are buying a lot of things.
Man, I'm very nervous.
Don't be nervous. Yeah, there's $1,000.
That's pretty crazy.
For 10 years, people in East Idaho have been treated to a tradition, one that delights many and shows the humanity of a community.
You have a new car. It's right outside.
Oh my heck.
What a Caucasian thing to say right here.
Right outside.
This. Oh my heck.
Oh my heck.
You know that guy doesn't swear. He's like, oh gosh, Dolly.
Who's this from?
It always arrives during the holiday season.
Can you believe it's been 10 years of Secret Santa?
It's unbelievable.
So some guy got $10 million for its 10th anniversary. Why didn't I get the hit up? That made no sense. Why didn't people hit me up and say, hey, you want the money? Mm-hmm.
Let's get to new Gwen Stefani. She's opening up more about finding love with Blake Shelton, while also reflecting on her past insecurities as a young girl to Drew Barrymore.
I was looking back in my life at all of like the photos, like physical and inner beauty of myself going.
I noticed younger people do really well on Drew Barrymore's show because she's very touchy, but older women like Martha Stewart, not so much.
Am I cute?
Gwen's conversation about self-image came about while talking about the song Pretty from her new album, Bouquet.
I'm like, where am I the prettiest? Like, when do I like myself the most? And it was right when Blake started loving me.
The winner of the Paul Mescal lookalike competition. Look, his name is Jack Wall O'Reilly.
Gladiator 2 star Paul Mescal was clearly blown away meeting his lookalike via FaceTime call during an appearance on BBC Radio's 2's Zoe Ball show.
I actually, Jack, I saw the photo.
Man, BBC Radio, like my favorite radio show in Britain is Chris Moyles, but the radio overseas is still good.
You captured the spirit of me very well.
Even Denzel was impressed, especially with the profile and the short shorts, which Paul is known to sport.
Twins.
Yeah.
Wait, turn sideways. I want to see the profile.
Yeah.
That's what everyone says. Everyone says the side profile.
Wait, no, you turn sideways.
I'll go this way.
That's like the typical sound of a morning zoo in Britain.
Wait, no, you turn sideways.
Oh, breaking news. Oh.
Do guys expect fabulous sex and fabulous like because you're sharing and you're like
and they get it.
How do you know?
Because you can tell by the reaction.
At 78 years young, Cher is more confident than ever about her sex life, as we learned during her candid conversation with Howard Stern.
Who would ever leave you?
A couple. Look, I was mad.
Yeah, that's the thing Howard maybe can't grasp because he's been married forever. But like pretty girls get dumped and they take dumps bigger than ours.
Madly in love with Val Kilmer, and he left. Only sometimes you're only meant to stay with someone so long.
Right.
And Val was like, he was really young.
We're also finding out more fascinating details about Cher's other relationships, including Hollywood legend Warren Beatty.
He was crazy and fun, and smart. Oh, so smart. And dated every girl I ever met.
The two met when Cher was just 15 years old and he was 25.
Yeah, that's a problem.
After they literally almost crashed into each other on the road.
He kind of didn't run me off the road, but
he's a pedophile.
Kind of moved me over to the side.
Cher claims that night she ended up going over to Warren's house, shared a kiss, and stayed there until 4 a.m. The next day, Beatty asked her to go to dinner, but Cher was in a lot of trouble with her mom.
He said, "Let me talk to your mom." She literally melted in front of my eyes.
This is a weird book by Cher.
10 minutes later, she was inviting him over.
My mother was a huge fan of his.
Access has reached out to Warren Beatty's ref for comment.
I got you, babe.
And today we're learning about the strong thread that bonds Cher together with two other icons, Lucille Ball and Tina Turner. In her book, Cher says she felt trapped in a loveless marriage with Sonny Bono and felt so lonely she considered suicide. Cher,
that's sad,
revealed on the Today Show that she went to Lucy for advice.
I said, "Lucy, I'm calling you because to my knowledge, there's never been a situation besides mine except yours."
She left Desi, yeah.
And so she said, "F him, you're the one with the talent."
Cher, who also claims Sonny once manhandled her, says she helped Tina Turner escape her abusive marriage to Ike Turner, and they became friends after Tina performed on Sonny and Cher and The Cher Show.
I have that saying, if I'm bored, you're bored. Although I think the song Believe by Cher is very good. The original auto-tune. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. Without sounding cocky, I'm very proud of what I built. I've been doing this show, this version, for the past 6 months, and I have the highest amount of listens of all time, so I appreciate it. Coming up next, we have a lot to get into. I haven't taken as many music breaks, so this show would have been longer if I had more music breaks, but that's just inside baseball. We have a lot to get into. So we will be right back on Hoppe Hour after this. Do not touch that radio dial or that streaming device. However the hell you're listening to my show known as Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
$6 million's what it cost them to put back together that cat Steve Austin. Not the far right is bionic. Over 6 million tracks with 10 million topics. I'm fiber optic, crystal clear with my projection. Whack MCs get clothesline when they walk across my intersection. They need protection, some guidance, some right direction. A job center with applications for a new profession. Never set for nothing less. I blaze contests and set shots for paydays. In strange ways, life twists and turn. Word to gangstar. In this business, Skrilla hard to earn. I format attack, new knack technique. Speak with a passion on wax and tape and CD. Mad niggas front for paper and switch like a bitch, in and out like a crossfader. All I know is how to rock shit. They say the hotter the MC, the hotter the spot. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit down. See, I got books of lyrics on deck like Tash. Pocket full of cash, ready to bounce, roll and splash. C to and hash, pro tour in the Masters. Grab the mic, flex my wrist and hit like Sampras. Handle this, make you believe like an evangelist that real MCs are coming to reclaim Los Angeles. And hence I stand a chance to finally get my time to shine in the Golden State, like Spreewell after halftime. This beat is hot, it make me lock like astronaut. Make K-Rool set that shit for my peoples when we blow spots. Pause, freeze, my steez rolls like E's, V12 trees and 7 C's. If you didn't know, champ, the far I hate rules a lowlands brother from the liquid camp. It's the coming of the bionic. The far I hit a lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far I hit a lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far I hit a lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far I hit a lock shit down. MCs get damaged like civilized to savage. Sharp lyrics cut deep wounds. These niggas need bandages. They can't handle this Los Angeles relentless pressure. Full court, measure for measure. I'm like Pacino, a game plan Gambino. Every verse starts with defense first, like a casino. Every minute, every hour, I use brain power. For Mr. Space Shuttle Challenger, I devour. I tower like Eiffel, bust all verses like rifles, bust all bullets through flesh, unless you're wearing a vest. And even then I still enter the human form of a splinter. The summer, fall, spring, and winter. Liquid crew member, champion contender. Holy like the month of December. The rhyme prototype. Shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far I hit a lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far I hit a lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far I hit a lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far I hit a lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far I hit a lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far I hit a lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. Lock shit down. Lock shit. Lock shit down. Lock shit. Lock shit down. The far I hit a lock shit down.
Oh yeah, that was Bionic rather, with the Fari. Any other radio show would have edited that out, but me, I keep it right here. Here, real quick. My third daddy is here, known as Philip, the meditation guy.
Why am I just your third daddy?
I don't know. I got my uncle and my dad that are dead. You're the only one that's left. Please help out my daddy issues. This following segment has been brought to you by counselingoncall.net. When I tell you it's the best way to speak to your shrink, I am very big on mental health, and my mental health has been through the roof lately, and I spoke to my shrink today, Jay, and I went to counselingoncall.net, and I've been using it for 4 years. And if you need help with your mental health, I mean, who doesn't? Mental health, who doesn't? Go to counselingoncall.net and tell them I sent you. My daddy, Philip, being here has me so sidetracked that I'm not even playing music in the background. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to play a sweeper from my good friend, Hammerin' Hank. Sounds good?
People with autism are often treated like they are different. Believe me, we are. Hi, this is Henry Oakes, but my buddies may have known me as Hammerin' Hank. I was labeled as slow when I started school. Come to find out at the age of 12, the doctors decided I was autistic. Now at the age of 48, I have completed an associate degree in radio broadcasting and worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality. So yes, I am different. People with autism have no needs, no different than you. laugh, love, and learn to gain education and join the workforce. I did it, and so can anyone else with autism. So when you meet someone with autism, don't feel sorry for them. Work with them. Find out for yourself that autism isn't a disease, it's a condition. To find out more about autism, please visit autismspeaks.org. Autism Speaks. It's time to listen.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, it's MJ from the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM Tampa Bay, and you're listening to the Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Syndicated across the world and heard exclusively on every podcasting platform by searching Hoppe Radio. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Did you know that Ryan Hoppe got a vasectomy? Well, now you know, and we aren't even sure why we told you. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Hoppe in the morning. Tune in and you'll see Ryan Hoppe's got the magic. It's live on your frequency. Hoppe Hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppe. We'll make your morning clear. Join us for the laughter, music and good vibes. Ryan's got the answers to brighten up your ride. Hoppe Hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppe. We'll make your morning clear. News and jokes together. Make your mornings bright. Live with Ryan Hoppe. We're setting things just right. Hoppe Hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppe. We'll make your morning clear.
856-49 Hoppe. It's 856-494-6773. Leave me a voicemail and I will play it on the next show. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com.
Happy Hot Topic!
This next headline is very interesting. Angelina Jolie describes why she keeps her kids out of the spotlight, which I feel like I already have the answer. It's for their privacy.
So I hope they can have that.
Angelina Jolie makes rare comments about her kids' private world. The actress appears on
Yeah, it's weird. Her kids could literally walk by and I would have no idea who they are.
Good Morning America to promote her new film, Maria, where she explains how two of her children, Maddox and Pax, worked behind the scenes on the film. However, the star clarifies that none of her 6 kids,
They all look like kids you'll see at a liberal arts school.
whom she shares with ex Brad Pitt, have any desire to step in front of the camera.
And you said that your boys, Maddox and Pax, they work on the film.
It says here, someone commented, Angelina Jolie's perfect, and it was commented by some woman. Yeah, she's also a side chick.
Got the bug for the business?
None of my children want to be in front of the camera.
Something happened where they hate Brad Pitt. I'm not saying Brad Pitt's perfect or whatever, but there's some major issue there.
It's time. So they're quite private. Shiloh's extremely private. They weren't born with privacy, right? So I hope they can have that as they grow. So we'll see.
She beams when explaining how much she enjoyed having her boys step into her world.
Yeah, my boys were on set, which was amazing, and all of my children suffered through my early opera singing in the house.
Man, Jennifer Aniston must be awful to date because I don't know why you would cheat on her with Angelina Jolie. I'd much rather have Rachel than Mrs. Smith.
Before I got
Thanks for laughing at that, Michael.
kind of good, which was a nightmare.
And the Oscar winner also gushes when talking about motherhood being the most important role in her life.
That's what they all say.
She said, there is no life away from the stage. Is there anything in your life that compared to her love of singing?
My motherhood.
Yeah.
So sweet.
Yeah.
Kids.
Ruining marriages too. Don't forget that. You think that when they began dating in 2005, when Mr. and Mrs. Smith came out, and even before, because it takes about a year or two to make a movie, do you think, like when Friends was ending and Jennifer Aniston was working late nights, that Brad Pitt was just waiting for her to come home? No, he was hanging out with Angelina, who was coming.
Yeah, but it's my happiness. You can take everything else away from me.
I have Philip here who's looking at me like, wow, Ryan says a lot.
Nothing else matters.
While her kids are a little more shy than mom when it comes to acting in front of the camera, that hasn't stopped them from supporting the star at various red carpet events over the years. In fact, Angelina and Brad's son Knox recently made his first red carpet appearance in 3 years at the Governor's Awards in Los Angeles on
It's got to be awesome being their kids because you have like generational money and nobody knows who you are unless you're a Hollywood creep. Like I would not know who their kids are. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of Hollywood creep, we got this right here.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
The legal team who defended Danny Masterson in his rape case is under fire.
I never liked the character Hyde in that 70s show. Even when I was watching it growing up as a teenager, there was something about Hyde's character and Danny Masterson that I was like, you're not funny, bruh. And he was literally a rapist.
For allegedly contacting jurors from the trial without their consent.
Yeah, it sounds like a Diddy thing.
In a November 13th motion obtained by NBC News, prosecutors requested that a Los Angeles court, quote, issue an order to show cause and conduct a full hearing, to consider the imposition of sanctions for any unwanted harassing or otherwise improper conduct by members of the defense team.
Yeah. When these criminals get in trouble, they're not just going to go down without a fight.
Who have reportedly been contacting jurors subsequent to Masterson's May 2023 conviction. The document states, since the discharge of the jury, this court has reportedly been contacted by several of the jurors regarding contact by members of the defense team.
I wonder what that phone call is like. Hi, guys.
These emails describe unwanted contact at their homes and workplaces by members.
Yeah, that sounds like the Church of Scientology. My uncle, rest in peace, in the 80s, he had a roommate who had to move out because the Church of Scientology, when you want to get out, you can't just get out and be like, bye-bye. They follow you. And the problem is people in the Tampa media are afraid to call out the Church of Scientology. And I know this is a worldwide podcast and Tampa doesn't matter, but I've gotten in trouble for calling it a cult because they pay money for radio and TV commercials. It's the same thing with Carol Baskin, a dirty, rotten bitch.
Members of the defendant's legal team, including contact at a juror's workplace by defense attorney Sean Hawley. Holly, one of the That 70s Show alums trial attorneys.
You look at the lawyer for Danny, and she just looks like a lawyer that would defend a serial rapist.
Acknowledged contacting several jurors, but denied any wrongdoing. In declarations she says were submitted to the court over the past week, the lawyer said she first contacted the presiding juror in June 2023 and met with her that July, 2 months after Masterson was found guilty of raping 2 women in the past.
I can't even imagine doing that. It's such a weird power trip. Like, I love consensual sex. I love just laying there and the girl's like, yeah, I'll fuck you. And you're like, let's go.
The following September, the actor was sentenced to 30 years to life in prison in the case, which he is currently appealing.
Yeah, I wonder if it'll get appealed. I mean, Jussie Smollett got appealed. Anything can.
Holly wrote in a November 20th document obtained by E! News, in the voicemail I left for her, I made it perfectly clear that she was under no obligation to speak with me, but that I hoped I might be able to speak with her on the phone.
That doesn't mean anything. You're still pressuring the situation. What's the person going to say? No, it's a power trip. You're the bitch lawyer.
To discuss the jury's opinions about the case. She continued, her reply to me was an email a week later on July 6, 2023, in which she indicated that, rather than speak on the phone, she would prefer to meet in person. Holly alleged in a November 14th declaration that the two met for lunch the following day in Santa Monica, California. She continued, during our lunch meeting, the foreperson was friendly, cordial, and forthright. She concluded our meeting by telling me that she believed that some of the other jurors would also want to speak with me.
That's not good.
Holly, who noted in her November 14th declaration that she obtained the foreperson's information by looking her up online, said the foreperson later contacted her to let her know about 2 other jurors who were willing to meet with her and gave her their numbers, allegedly with their permission. The lawyer said she phoned the pair and met with each separately at restaurants.
This lawyer looks like somebody you couldn't trust, not somebody I'd want to hang out with. Get the hell out of here.
Holly said both jurors were cordial and pleasant. I am confident, based on my interactions with the jurors and their willingness to speak with me, that none of the 3 jurors with whom I met consider or ever considered my contact with them to be unwanted, harassing, or otherwise improper. However, the prosecution also said in their motion that several jurors...
But you can't do that. Just because they weren't bothered by it doesn't mean you can't, doesn't mean you should be able to do it.
...expressed concern to the court about how Holly was able to obtain their personal contact info.
Whatever. There's a lot of trouble going on there.
Today on TMZ.
Okay, Logan Paul is the subject of a new BBC documentary, which they wanted him to sit down for, and there is somebody that sat down who sure looks like Logan Paul.
Oh, Logan Paul is such an asswipe. Jake Paul's not a cool dude, but Logan Paul makes Jake Paul look like a saint.
All right. How are you enjoying Puerto Rico? But it ain't. It was this guy. I mean, it's hysterical.
An investigative journalist works hard to get an interview with somebody, and the person plays a prank?
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
It's hysterical.
Coachella 2025 is going to be super hype because...
All right, 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. Here we go.
Paul! Only problem is, it's not Logan Paul!
There's a BBC filmmaker named Matt Shea who is making this documentary,
which is all about the social media star being accused of misleading fans over cryptocurrency investment.
He says after months of asking Logan Paul for an interview, he was finally granted one. Logan said, okay, fly from the UK to Puerto Rico, come to my gym, we'll sit down for an interview. And when Matt Shea sat down and Logan Paul walked in, it wasn't Logan Paul though.
I wouldn't think that's Logan Paul. You're an idiot if you think it is.
How are you enjoying Puerto Rico?
Doesn't sound like him either.
Yeah, pretty good, man. I have to say, the real Logan Paul looks very different.
That's because he's a lookalike named Rodney Peterson, who looks like someone who bought a Logan Paul Halloween costume. And Matt seemed to realize it right away.
Is Logan coming?
I'm right here, bud.
Let's just get out of here. I'm not doing this.
So, why did Logan have Rodney sit in for him?
He's assuming this thing's a hit piece, so he kind of got back at him.
He did.
It's hysterical.
An investigative journalist works hard to get an interview with somebody who's accused of wrongdoing, and the person plays a prank?
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Oh, boo.
If you got taken, it would be very upsetting.
If I got taken, it would be upsetting, and then it would be a great story.
Much like the time MMA fighter Nate Diaz thought he was choking out Logan Paul. But that was also Rodney. Unfortunately, there's not a Jake Paul lookalike, which means there was no excuse for that Tyson fight. Thanks, fake Logan Paul.
I'm a serious person.
It's good to see you, Rachel.
Hi.
Rachel Lindsay at LAX, she has to pay her ex-husband spousal support.
That's got to be weird when a woman pays child support.
$15,000 a month, I believe.
I say, man, that must really suck, Rachel. That sucks.
I have a saying, if I'm bored, you're bored. It doesn't really suck when the man pays child support. Everyone's like, that's fine, but when the woman does it, she's a victim. A double standard if I've ever seen one.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Turn me up a little bit. When that music comes in, it gets loud.
Swizzy! Yes!
This is a You Heard That News World premiere.
Hands up, high up, hands up, hands up, hands up, high up.
Be very different now.
Swizzy! Hands up, hands up, hands up, high up, hands up.
was on roids. I've been hitting so long and I'm a big-headed boy. Nah, we ain't on HGH, though I might pick up some weight when I'm running through your state. Nah, we ain't on the clear, we on the runway in back-to-back lives. This means no more drama and Barack Obama rhymes feel honest. I put my life on these tracks, you act like y'all wanna pay me for the facts. You get this? Luckily my therapy is the rap. I just bare my soul, I don't expect nothing back. You all welcome, long as you felt I was gon' get mine. You know where the hell I'm from. I'm from the bottom, so I do this from the diapers. Quick, fast, turn the Big Apple into cider. I do this, I'm a writer and a writer. I spew it cause I'm nicer, but I do this for the lifers. I'm a writer and a writer. I spew it cause I'm nicer, but I do it for the lifers. You welcome. Get your hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up higher.
Oh yeah, you heard that new.com.
You probably never see again somebody so deadly via the pen. Viva Jovito Padino, muy bien. Big up to Biggie and Pac, I do it for them. Until I reach Khalik, I do it for him. Do it for those who can't do for self, due to the pen. May these bars reach through your bar. And mine, when Mary sing, it heals your heart. Cause solely stands filled, you are. Love is a battlefield, we all get scars. I put my heart into this. This is much more than marketed music. The reason I gotta market to do this is people going through pain. I'm just walking.
Damn, Loki, where the hell you find this one?
This ain't no marketed music. People going through pain. I'm just talking them to it. Welcome.
Just to see you smile and enjoy yourself.
Everybody get your hands up. Watch the man hopping out of fans. I ain't only teach you about Evisu. I taught you how to fish and I let other niggas feed you.
For all of y'all, keeping y'all in hell, just to see you smile and enjoy yourself. You all are welcome. You all are welcome. You all are welcome.
Everybody say M, J, for B, for H, for O, for V, for M, for J, for B, for H, for O. Knock him out the box, Mary, knock him out the box, knock him out the box, Ho, knock him out the box, knock him out the box, Swizzy, knock him out the box, individual, knock him out the box, hey, get it up, ho, get it up, hey, get it up, ho, get it up, hey, to the left, ho, to the right, hey, to the left, ho, good night, 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 good night.
Oh, yeah. That was Jay-Z and Mary J. Blige with You're Welcome.
Premiere.
You know the song is old when they have this.
This is a You Heard That New World Premiere.
Back in that era when there was all the world premieres on these blogs. Mm-hmm.
Hoppe Hour will be right back. Hoppe Hour will be right back. Hoppe Hour will be right back.
70 downloads. Oh yeah, this following segment has been brought to you by the best barber in all of the Bay Area. Now, I don't take a lot of pictures of myself, but if you go to @Ryan Hoppe Radio, you can see my haircut with my barber of almost a half a decade, Rich Keeley, over at Rich Keeley Master Barbershop at richkbarber.com. 4545 West Kennedy Boulevard, and that is in Tampa. When you go there and you sign up for an appointment after going to richkbarber.com and you tell him that I sent you, he will hook you up. This is also being brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts at amiracademy.com. 2700 22nd Street North, and that is in St. Petersburg. Women's self-defense classes, kids classes, MMA classes, whatever the hell you need, go to amiracademy.com. All right, let's continue this party.
Now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Ryan Hoppe's on the mic, and he's not holding back.
Hey, it's MJ from the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM Tampa Bay.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
This is theme to Hoppe Hour. Time to laugh with Ryan's power. Wacky fun and silly jokes. Hoppe Hour loves its folks. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. With Ryan Hoppe. Yeah, he's the topper. Grab your drinks and join the crew. Crazy stories just for you. Ryan's here to make you grin. Let the Hoppe fun begin.
Oh, sure.
Hoppe Hour.
That's me.
Hoppe Hour.
That's me.
With Ryan Hoppe. Laughs are never sloppy. Got your popcorn, got your drink.
I am.
Turn it up and don't you blink.
856 49 Hoppe. 856-494-6773. Cannot believe I've been doing the show more than an hour and a half. Time flies when you're yelling.
Hours here to stay, making smiles every day. Radio fun around you. Ryan Hoppe's here for you.
Whoa! Hoppe Hot Topic!
Cara Delevingne is sharing details about her time living with Taylor Swift.
I wonder what it was like in the morning.
Cara Delevingne reveals she and longtime friend Taylor lived together after a difficult breakup.
One of the 90 Taylor has been through.
And notes that the pair had a wild time as roommates. Cara tells...
Now that every girl seems to be bisexual now, I wonder if there was any...
wild time as roommates. Cara tells comedian Nikki Glaser during a conversation for Interview
I find Nikki Glaser so hot.
Published on November 21st, quote, I was going through a really horrible breakup, and she let me live with her. We're very different people. She's very homely because she looked after me so well. But we got into some, not trouble, but I definitely took her for a bit of a wild ride.
Oh, Jays.
And the actress who dated Ashley Benson prior to her relationship with musician Mink hints that some of her jokes might not have been G-rated, adding, quote, just to get her to blush would be great. Cara and Nikki go on to discuss that they know Taylor is definitely always down for some fun.
She seems boring. I feel like everyone's just lying to be nice. I feel like she's a boring cat lady.
Nikki says, quote, as a Swiftie, I would love a roast of Taylor Swift.
Oh, she could not take that.
But I actually wouldn't because I would be angry if anyone was really mean.
Well, then it's not a roast. Mm-hmm. Like how your body count is higher than Kim Kardashian, Taylor.
Cara goes on to remind Nikki about just how fun the global pop superstar really is, saying, quote, the thing about Taylor, though, is I've seen her do a speech at someone's wedding before, and it was a roast. Cara adds, she's one of the funniest, most clever people. Anyone could roast her easily.
That's fun. 856-49 Hoppe. Mm-hmm. We got an interesting headline right here.
Dwayne Johnson becoming a real-life Maui. The actor spotted on set of the live-action remake of Disney's Moana.
That's going to be a good movie.
What can I say except
I gotta skip over this because of copyright. So I guess The Rock has long hair. Mm-hmm. And then there is this.
Look, I don't read the press. I don't know everything that's going on. But I just want to tell you, nobody knows what it's like when we turn off the lights and we got to be with ourselves. So you do whatever you need to do to be good with you. And I was like, yeah!
No, that's...
Listen to that fake laughter by Jimmy.
Like, yeah!
No, that's not Nicki Minaj.
Oh, shoot, wait a minute.
Not really, love.
Just Keke Palmer nailing a spot-on impression. And the Queen Barb herself is reacting.
Don't play.
It all went down on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. Keke spilling the tea on a memorable encounter she had with the rapper at the 2024 Met Gala.
So we were at the Met Gala and I was with Marc Jacobs and he was talking with
Name drop.
Charlie Jacobs and Nicki Minaj over there. They were over to the corner. I'm wearing Marc Jacobs. I feel so glamorous and beautiful, but it's always good to get out and just
Well, because you are Keke.
get into your bag real quick. So I walk over there. She's in the middle of talking to them. She's like, you, I need to talk to you. Hold on. And I'm like, I done did something. Nicki about to cuss me out at the Met Gala. And then she's like, look, I don't read the press. I don't know everything that's going on. But I just want to tell you, nobody knows what it's like when we turn off the lights and we got to be with ourselves. So you do whatever you need to do to be good with you. And I was like, yeah!
Nicki caught wind of Keke's impersonation, and in typical jokester fashion, she sarcastically wrote on X, "Why would she even tell that story? Doesn't she know that could mess up the whole bad guy thing?"
Nikki seems kind of weird, but I mean, when you're married to a sex offender, I don't really trust you.
Oh, I get it.
I gotta skip over it. So there is that going on. Then we got a bunch of interesting stuff from Inside Edition. Mm-hmm.
In other news, a banana at the grocery store costs about 30 cents. This one just sold for $6.2 million.
That's where our country's at.
Which many believe is simply bananas. Here's Allison Hall.
Get what she did there? I love this boomer thing that all the reporters do. Like TikTok reporters don't do it, but the reporters that you hear on TV all the time, they always have to have that one-liner about whatever they're talking about. And it's not that it gets old, but it's just so 90s that it hurts. But the 90s was a cool time, even though I was in preschool, so I don't really remember it. And it seems like a lot of people don't want to let the 90s go. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe a one-liner like this is what we need. In
other news, a banana at the grocery store costs about 30 cents. This one just sold for $6.2 million, which many believe is simply bananas. Here's Allison Hall.
They sell for millions of dollars at auction.
At $159 million.
Picassos, Rembrandts, Warhols, bananas? Say what? This so-called work of art consists entirely of a banana duct taped to a wall, and it just sold for, drum roll please, $6.2 million. If you're asking how that can possibly be true, you are not alone.
$6 million? Somebody tell me the reason.
Because you've got too much money.
Maurizio Catalan is the artist who came up with the $6.2 million banana.
If I were to make that art, I'm not saying people would talk me down, but it wouldn't be cool. But when a millionaire does it, oh, it's so artistic.
Which is titled Comedian, perhaps the perfect name for something that lots of people think is a joke. The banana art comes with a 14...
I mean, that's just your typical boomer reporting this.
People think is a joke.
The one-liners.
The banana art comes with a 14-page instruction manual that serves as proof of authenticity. It shows you how to refresh the work of art by buying a new banana and new duct tape. So this work of art can last forever as long as you don't eat it.
And of course there will be people who will say, that's the most ridiculous thing.
It is.
And it sounds simple, but it's a brilliant, brilliant idea.
So who made the winning $6.2 million bid? It's this guy from China who made his fortune on crypto.
Of course he did. I knew it was going to be crypto or NFT.
And apparently has money to burn.
Don't we all?
A major blow for President-elect Trump today as Matt Gaetz, his embattled nominee for Attorney General, bows out.
Oh, weird old pedophile.
My confirmation was unfairly becoming a distraction, Gaetz says. Thus, I'll be withdrawing my name from
Yeah, so pretty much he's guilty.
consideration. The news networks broke into regular programming with the bombshell news.
Wow. Wow.
Gaetz' withdrawal came just 45 minutes after he learned that CNN was about to report he had allegedly engaged in a threesome at a party held at this house outside Orlando in
Orlando's like threesome central.
2017 with an adult woman and a 17-year-old high school student.
That's normal.
The underage woman testified that the second sexual encounter also involved another adult woman. Now, the adult woman has denied that there was a threesome. Gaetz has always denied that he had sex with a minor.
But even before this new report, he was rapidly losing support among Republicans.
Even though publicly many of them expressed support for Matt Gaetz or simply just for allowing the process to play out, privately many senators had reservations about his nomination.
I would too. I have many reservations about this story.
Happy Hot Topic!
Earlier this week, we aired our exclusive interview with Jay Leno, who was walking to a restaurant when he fell.
Wow, Inside Edition getting an exclusive interview? Wow. 1997 called. Good job, guys.
Earlier this week, we aired our exclusive interview with Jay Leno, who was walking to a restaurant when he fell and was badly bruised. Instead of going to the hospital, he went for lunch. Chicken parm, to be exact. Stephen Fabian spoke with the manager of the restaurant.
It's the chicken parmesan lunch that Jay Leno literally fell head over heels for.
But look at your poor face.
Look at my eye.
Oh my gosh.
The former Tonight Show legend showed our Jim Murray his swollen eye, black and blue face, and broken wrist after Leno says he tried to take a shortcut to a restaurant just outside Pittsburgh. He was staying at this Hampton Inn and rolled down this steep hill.
I said, well, the hill doesn't look that steep.
I miss that voice. I used to watch him every Friday night unless I had the summer off, I would watch him. I'd watch Craig Ferguson and when Jimmy Kimmel was funny.
Take a down, and then You rolled down a hill? Oh, that's not true. No, let's show. I hit a bunch of rocks. It was 60 feet.
Leno picked himself right up, and nothing was going to stop him from heading to lunch at the Boulevard Restaurant in Greensburg, Pennsylvania.
I remember he had a joke that made me laugh so hard in 7th grade. It was about a couple having sex on some train in London, and he said it gave a whole new meaning to riding the tube. And I was like, sex joke in 7th grade.
They're known for their chicken parm, topped with lots of mozzarella. Tell us about it.
It's just a hand-breaded chicken patty made to order.
This is good promotion for them.
Fried with our homemade sauce, and he had garlic toast with his.
Manager Bill Earhart was there when Leno appeared without a reservation. The comedian sat here and chowed down, despite his serious injuries that
hell yeah
would have sent most people straight to the emergency room.
I'm wondering, people on Twitter, of course, because it's a negative cesspool, but people were wondering maybe if he got beat up or like owed money or something.
Right after lunch, Leno went to a local CVS where he bought an eye patch.
Can you imagine working at the CVS and you see Leno buying an eye patch? Or you see him falling down a hill?
Cashier Mara Boger immediately recognized him and took this selfie. 3 hours after the accident,
he looks very embarrassed.
The Iron Man of show business was on stage performing.
He's going to be performing in Fort Myers, and I'm trying to see if I can go see him. This headline's very strange.
Happy Hot Topic!
The latest on the father of 3 from Wisconsin, who authorities say faked his death and fled overseas to start over with a new girlfriend. Amber Cogliano has video proof he's alive.
It's the missing dad who cops say faked his own death, and he's alive.
Loser.
I'm in my apartment. I am safe, secure.
At a news conference today, cops played this proof-of-life video of father of 3 Ryan Borgwart, who authorities say abandoned his family.
What a weird name, Borgwart.
To hook up with his girlfriend from Uzbekistan.
Good evening, it's Ryan Borgwart.
Wisconsin Sheriff Mark Podol says his office is now in nearly daily contact with Borgwart, but it's still a mystery where he's hiding out.
We do not know exactly where he's at.
It's probably better for the family that he's not around, let's be honest.
You know that it's someplace in Eastern Europe.
The sheriff says Borgward sent them the video on November 11th to prove he was safe and well.
Hope this works.
Authorities say Borgward, an insurance agent, also revealed how he pulled off his fake drowning on Green Lake, Wisconsin's deepest body of water.
He stashed an e-bike near the boat launch. He paddled his kayak in a child-sized floating boat out into the lake. He overturned the kayak and dumped his phone in the lake. He paddled the inflatable boat to shore and got on his e-bike.
Those poor kids are going to have daddy issues.
And rode through the night.
He biked to Madison, then boarded a bus to Detroit.
Who the hell wants to go to Detroit, and who wants to go on a bus in Detroit?
He continued on the bus to an airport and got on a plane.
All right. And then this headline's interesting.
When a deputy showed up to arrest him, this suspect seemed to think he could just drive away from the situation on his lawnmower. But the deputy from the Jackson County Sheriff's Office in Michigan wasn't just going to watch him slowly get away.
Get up now! Stop!
That's the most Michigan thing ever.
While the suspect, James Mitchell Kerr, did stop the lawnmower and get off, he didn't quite surrender.
You run, I'm gonna tase you, James.
I don't know why cops don't use tasers more. You notice how when a white guy's leaving, they tase him, but if it was a black guy?
Kerr seemed to grab something from the lawnmower before he tried to get away, and it turned out to be a gun. The deputy had to call for an ambulance after...
Yeah, let's be honest. It's because he's a white guy that he lived.
After it was discharged.
Suspect reached for a gun, got tased, round discharge from his gun. Sergeant JCA'd another unit. Looks like he got shot in the hand.
Kerr was taken into custody on a warrant charging him with assault with intent to murder.
That's not good.
He was also charged with assaulting, obstructing, or resisting a police officer, and weapons felony for having a firearm. Kerr's attorney tells Inside Edition Digital that his client did not intend to harm the deputy.
No, of course not. Get out of here. It's a lie.
But that he wasn't well and likely tried to harm himself.
Yeah, he's mentally ill. Let's be honest. If you're on a high-speed chase in a lawnmower, you've made questionable life decisions.
Which he accomplished.
Well, maybe not a high-speed chase, but a chase.
He also says the charge of assault with intent to murder is a stretch.
All right, there we go. 856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. Coming up next, we're going to talk about an OnlyFans quote-unquote star that wants to have a baby with Elon. We're going to talk about Diddy demanding a closed set on SNL, talk about Sammy Sweetheart, talk about Jason Kelsey, and much more. This show is for the hard-working average Joe and Jane that grind in life. I don't care if you live in the U.S. or the U.K. If you're listening on the radio or after searching HOPPE, I appreciate you listening. Spread the word to your friends. I record for the hardworking people that need entertainment for life to go by. We will be right back on Hoppe Hour. Hang on.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Mary Jane Flower, Mary Jane Flower. Mary Jane's Flower, Mary Jane's Flower. That kush. that kush, that kush, that kush, that kush, that kush. I'm on that kush, that kush, that kush, that kush, that kush. Mary Jane's flowers. I don't smoke no Reggie, I don't smoke no mid. I'm always fucking high, so much we might have kids. And while you babysitting the blunt, that's that shit I don't like. I'm looking for one of these bad bitches to come ride me like a turnpike on some real shit. I'm a pothead, please don't blow my high, man. Look into my eyes and it look like I'm from Thailand. I am smoking on that gas, life should be on Cinemax. Smoking on that OG and that double R, I'm real relaxed. I smoke so much kill, they call me killer. Man, I'm on that strong bodybuilder. Like that shit and pass it. My white girl on that acid, but me, I'm on that kush, that kush. Don't you? And I got a big bouquet of Mary Jane's flowers. Yeah, Mary Jane's flowers. Mary Jane's flowers. Don't play fuck with me. And I got a big bouquet of Mary Jane's flowers. Mary Jane's flowers. Mary Jane's flowers. That kush, 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 that kush. Mary Jane's flowers.
Bel-Air bottle, big bubba bouquet. And by the look at my paint, man, it's a wonderful spray. Sucker tryna fuck my high up on a sucker free day. I told that sucker park your whip, cause this a sucker free lane. Harry Hoover, Hussein, kick ass weed, Wu-Tang. Bees for big on the Bentley, can't squeeze through lanes. Raw papers in Jamaica, eat some Aggie roller acre. I be hippie blitz, trippy sticks, activate the vapors. And this anthrax wax, give you asthma attacks. I'm a smoker, use a choker, gon' and pass that back. Lighting weed, that's my dope style. Eyes lower than my profile. This ain't hit your lung, your car both out.
And I got a big bouquet of Mary Jane's flowers. Mary Jane's flowers. Mary Jane's flowers. And I got a big bouquet of Mary Jane's flowers. Mary Jane's flowers. Mary Jane's flowers. That kush, 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 that kush. Mary Jane's flowers. And I got a big bouquet of Mary Jane's flowers. Mary Jane's flowers. Mary Jane's flowers.
Cushion and swisher, couldn't be sweeter. I'm talking P80 mine, the TAC off the meter. I spark 'em up in the theater. Clout so thick, heavy on real estate. House your bitch, black bottle for boss. I'm burning like Biggie, Bob Marley and Ziggy. My niggas, we run the city. It's a very thin line, you can candy paint mine. All I want is Chevys and the best kush I could find. 60 in the bank, another 100 on my mind. When we started out with Reggie, we were barely getting dimes. We were barely getting dimes. Now all we fuck is dimes.
I love fucking dimes.
Bouquet of Mary Jane's flowers. Mary Jane's flowers. Mary Jane's flowers.
What's going on?
Bouquet of Mary Jane's flowers. Mary Jane's flowers.
Sorry about that.
Mary Jane's flowers. I'm on that kush, that kush, that kush, that kush.
I think Lil Wayne likes that kush.
We on that kush, that kush, that kush. You know we on that kush, that kush. Mary Jane's flowers, that kush.
Oh, really?
Nothing but that kush. We ain't smoking nothing but that kush.
I think Lil Wayne likes his drugs.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Welcome back to the show that is your daily dopamine hit, that being Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe. In gridlock, let Hoppe Hour be your escape from the brake lights.
Hey, man, it's Kid Chris.
Hey, buddy.
The Hoppe Hour podcast.
That's me.
Look, man, I'm a
I'm a fucking girl dad.
We know.
I'm driving
We got it.
my kids to cheer practice and shit. I have
sure.
no time to record a fucking liner for
But
your
you did.
podcast, this Hoppe Hour thing, okay, man? So, good luck. Eat shit.
Hello.
Hey, I'm Scott Burrell, and you're listening to Hoppe Hour with my boy Ryan Hoppe. You're shaking it up with my boy Ryan Hoppe on Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Lights are bright, the night's alive. Ryan Hoppe's where we thrive. Laugh and chat until we're free. Hoppe Hour, just you and me. Drinks are cold, the vibe is right. We won't stop until daylight. Raise your glass, let's make a toast. Ryan Hoppe, he's our host.
That's me.
Hoppe Hour, party time. Dancing with the
856-49 Hoppe. It's 856-494-6773. You tweeted me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com.
good and feeling light.
All right, let's get into this. Good old Jersey Shore.
All
right, we got a situation.
In high school, every Thursday, we had Jersey Day.
I'm the sweetest bitch you'll ever meet. After I have sex with a guy, I will rip their heads off.
Go baby, go baby. Get loud. Do something crazy.
Wow! Happy hot topic!
The embryos didn't take, then basically you end up with a miscarriage.
Sammy Sweetheart, Gian.
I love Sammy Sweetheart, but she needs a better microphone.
The embryos didn't take, then basically you end up with a miscarriage.
Sammy Sweetheart, Giancola, is revealing a devastating miscarriage
She was the prettiest one.
had before her engagement to Justin May. The November 21st episode of Jersey Shore Family Vacation
Every dude she's dated, they all look the same.
and chronicles the 37-year-old's engagement to her fiancé Justin. However, it was a time full of both happy and heart-rending moments as the couple learns that they're no longer pregnant after a failed round of IVF just before Justin popped the question.
My doctor called to tell me I was pregnant, but my levels weren't where they need to be. So I went back to the doctor, got blood work, and the embryos didn't take.
That's got to be the worst feeling ever.
Then basically you end up with a miscarriage. I don't want to cry. This has been a very long process. It's been a lot of shots. It's been a lot of hormones. And just the thought of even being pregnant was such a magical moment for me. And then to have that taken away, it's devastating for me.
However, Sammy says Justin is the perfect support system.
He seems like a good dude. Crazy she used to date Ronnie.
When I delivered the news to Justin, he was like, okay. He was like, you know what? We're going to do it again. We'll take a break. He's
We'll have sex plenty.
so positive and uplifting. He's so special to me. And I just am so thankful for him.
That's good.
The episode also reveals Justin surprising her with her family and friends as he got down on one knee and asked the reality TV star to marry him.
I feel like the luckiest girl in the world. Justin coming into my life made my life 1,000,000 times better.
That's good.
He is just everything I could ever ask for in a man. We have a great time together. He's patient, he's supporting, and I just love and adore him so much.
That's good to hear. I'm glad she's doing well.
It's not the first time Sammy has raved over her forever partner, whom she dated for 2 years before becoming engaged. She tells E! News in November of her IVF journey, quote, me and Justin are actually going through this together, and he's so supportive through the whole thing. He's very positive. He keeps me going, and he couldn't be a better partner with this all. He's just amazing.
So there's that. And then there is this.
For P. Diddy, he demanded a totally closed set.
Oh, no.
Anna Gasteyer is opening up about a memorable experience she had during her
She's got kind of a MILF look.
time at Saturday Night Live, which involved Sean Diddy Combs. During a November 20th appearance on the podcast Las Culturistas with Matt Rogers and Bowen Yang, the SNL
That name gives me douche chills.
alum recalls her experience with the rap mogul, who appeared on the show in 1998 as a musical guest promoting his song Come With Me.
When P. Diddy came, we're getting into it.
Yeah.
I gotta find this tape because I have it. He, of course, like shut down the whole building. Like, you know, SNL, it's like you can tell like the 5 in the 6 years that I was there when they would be like, so-and-so's in the building. Everybody stay in your dressing rooms. You know, and you're like, which is applicable if you're a presidential candidate. But apart from that, really, it's my house. And
Oh, wow. Yeah, you can definitely tell, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that she does not like Diddy. I don't think anybody does.
Yang, the SNL alum, recalls her experience with the rap mogul, who appeared on the show in 1998 as a musical guest promoting his song Come With Me.
When P. Diddy came, we're getting into it.
Yeah.
I gotta find this tape because I have it. He, of course, like shut down the whole building. Like, you know, SNL, it's like you can tell like the 5 in the 6 years that I was there when they would be like, so-and-so's in the building. Everybody stay in your dressing rooms. You know, and you're like, which is applicable if you're a presidential candidate. But apart from that, really, it's my house.
And they did it for P. Diddy?
For P. Diddy, he demanded a totally closed set.
Oh, no.
But that didn't stop
I wonder if Diddy was ever close to being president.
her fellow cast member Will Ferrell from going into the room in a character he called Ron, pretending to be confused and walking across the stage. According to the Mean Girls alum, the move didn't play well with Diddy.
And Will, and typically McKay or somebody was like, it would be so, if he was dressed as Ron, because he would stay in character for like the whole week, like Annika. So he was dressed as Ron at the table. I think we were rewriting Bobby and Marty. And he went down, they were like, wouldn't it be so funny if Ron just went in? And he did. He went on down the stairs and he marched right in. And I have the video from the control room.
He goes on stage?
Where Sean Combs is like rapping with like,
Will Ferrell, I'm not the biggest fan of him, but he's a legend for that.
behind him. And he's just like, Ron's like walking around looking really like really disoriented and looking for Jim. He's like, have you seen Jim Senior?
All right. E-News reached out to Diddy and they didn't hear back. Alrighty.
I've got something on my sleeve this year. I think a macaroni necklace would be...
For Jason Kelce, it's the thought that counts. The older brother of Travis Kelce is faced with a unique challenge this holiday season as he has to buy gifts for the Kansas City Chiefs tight end and his girlfriend Taylor Swift.
He should just ask ChatGPT.
Appearing on the November 21st episode of Jimmy Kimmel Live,
I'm surprised Jimmy Kimmel didn't cry.
Jason shares a few ideas with the late-night comedian of what kind of gift he's leaning towards.
Do you, as a brother, have to, do you buy, will you at Christmas time buy individual gifts for Travis and Taylor, or will you buy them a couple's gift? And what do you get them?
Yeah, it's tough to shop for people that can have anything that they want. So
what do?
You gotta go to handmade gifts, something sentimental maybe that is near and dear to them. I think that.
Do you make things by hand?
I've never done it, but I think it would work really well.
Jason, who shares daughters Wyatt, Elliot, and Bennett with wife Kylie Kelce, added that his kids have given him some gift-making inspiration this year.
I've got something on my sleeve this year. I think a macaroni necklace would be... It works on me with my kids very well.
It would be funny if you make Taylor a macaroni necklace.
That'd be cool. What's wrong with that, Jimmy?
And then all of a sudden, millions of girls are wearing macaroni necklaces.
That's how it would go.
Friendship macaroni necklaces. We just started a trend.
The New Heights podcast co-host also shares that in January he'll be starting a new late-night show on ESPN, but adds that his brother probably won't be with him.
You and your brother are doing the pod. Will your brother be on your TV show? Or he can't really,
He's probably going to be busy. I mean, maybe he gets a first-round bye and we can sneak him on for an episode, but hopefully he can't make it. Hopefully.
Yeah, that's a good point. And then there's this. Jason Kelce, autograph hound. Cops say epic rant wasn't his first. Known to pop off on celebrities. The autograph hound who went nuclear on Jason Kelce outside Jimmy Kimmel Live last night was living up to his reputation he's earned in Hollywood as a guy who likes to explode on celebs, at least according to TMZ. I'm going to load up the clip here. But it says here, law enforcement and Kimmel security sources tell TMZ the guy who's seen on video calling him a pussy is regular. All right, here we go. Right here. Do-do-do.
You're jumping in a car acting like a hot shot. Kiss my fucking ass. My whole family died before I made. You ain't nobody special. You're some shitbag fucking guy that thinks he's on some pedestal.
What a loser you are.
Don't be a dick. I'm with it. My whole fucking family. I don't care. Fuck the autograph. It's the attitude. There's death in these fucking streets 2 blocks away.
How much of a sociopath is this guy?
And you're being a dick. You couldn't put it to our fucking name? May we please? May we please?
I have a habit. I'm not signing for people that follow where I'm going.
We're here at it. We're not following you. We get every guest that comes here. Morgan fucking Freeman did it with a busted hand.
Just because it's public information doesn't mean you should do it. You're a creep.
It's 100 times bigger than your sorry ass. You got a podcast and you think you're a hot shot? You're nothing. Fuck you. You don't love nothing but money. You don't know these streets. Fuck you. Your love is fake.
What a weird guy, man. LA just doesn't seem like the place to be.
Nah, we get everybody here. You're a hot shot. Fuck a guy that tells you off at Penn State. My name's Casey O'Keefe and I represent the streets of Los Angeles.
Do you? I don't think LA, the people that are normal there like you.
Oh, fuck. I'll take you out anytime.
Sociopath.
And I'll be running the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Watch for me, you pussy. Fuck you. And fuck your love. Next question, bitch. I'm with the shit.
They're laughing at you, loser.
Morgan Freeman, Harrison Ford have the time, but you don't? Fuck you.
Oh, wow. We're all running to talk to you, buddy. Oh, you sound awesome. Loser.
I don't want shit. Yeah! Yeah! Let's rumble. I'll put the glove down right now.
Yo,
put them on.
Sign.
Grab this shit.
He's gonna sign.
Grab it. Grab it.
Jason's like, I'll do it for you, you moron.
He's gonna sign. No, I don't want it. I don't want it.
I'm not trying to be rude.
I don't want it.
I'm not trying to be mean.
You are being mean.
I'm trying.
Nice short, buddy. People are dying out here. You are being mean.
Casey.
It takes a minute.
Jason, you're nice. I swear.
I don't care.
Appreciate your time.
Stop. I will never do that in my life, Lord. Do not put that on the fucking internet. I'm ashamed of that moment. God bless you, sir. We supported you.
What a loser. Then you kiss ass. It's always like the people, like, yeah, I bet he's mean on Twitter. And then when this celebrity replies, he's like, sorry.
Before this, I always
Mental health is a problem in this country, ladies and gentlemen.
laughed and liked you. I apologize.
Oh my God. This guy is annoying.
Because
He's like the male version of listening to The View.
do love you.
Get up here.
I do. You want me?
Sorry, just say sorry.
I'm not a pussy. I'm not a punk.
Hey, Casey,
I love you. I have love for you.
I'm looking at the picture. The guy looks crazy.
Okay, and I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything about it. I promise
Yes.
you. Okay.
Yes. This is our spot. We love everybody that comes through here. We
Do they love you? I don't think the Kimmel people appreciate this.
greet them with courtesy and honesty and love. God bless you and keep
They need to get a restraining order. Mentally ill.
working hard on everything.
You too.
I didn't mean to be mean at all.
Listen.
But we respect the biggest people in the world that come here, and we honor them with love. And
What is this
appreciate what you
we?
do here.
I feel you and I appreciate you, brother.
You're not a part of the Kimmel show.
Jason, yeah.
Nice, thank you.
That's it. A moment, Lord.
What is the we? It's a mental illness. This is mentally ill. OnlyFans model Elsa Thora pleads to have Mars baby with Elon. Somebody wants a cash cow.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
So I would love to have the first baby ever on Mars.
Oh my God, and like take a shot to the face and not a punch, but you know what I'm saying? Pew, pew.
Obviously, that's like a massive step in history.
I wonder what a money shot would be like on another country without gravity.
Like that's a massive
It just like floats around the air. There goes my future kids.
deal. I've seen that he's planning on going to Mars by 2029. And then obviously it might take a few years to put some more people on there, but then ultimately have no civilization there. And I would just love to be the first mother of Mars. Well, I'm open to both. It would obviously depend on like what it looks like in Mars, what would be the safest option. But I think it takes 9 months to go to Mars, so maybe I could get pregnant here, and then by the time I land, I'll pop the baby out. Well, I think the best way is the old-fashioned way. I know he's got a lot of kids already, so he obviously knows what he's doing. But, you know,
Man, she has no personality.
I'm open to all options.
Of course you are. You want money.
I just think this would be like a great deal for all humanity, because we
Oh yeah, you're gonna really save humanity. Insert OnlyFans model here that shows her butthole for money.
We can see now where Earth is going and is not doing great, you know.
Yeah. But you having a kid with Elon will be so much better, the way he'll be a deadbeat dad and you'll just be getting a payment every month.
Climate change, everything.
All right, yeah, you getting knocked up by him is really equivalent to climate change. 856-49 Hoppe.
Happy hot topic. There's a new concern over E. coli now. More than 160,000 pounds of fresh and frozen ground beef products shipped to restaurants nationwide are now being recalled due to a potential contamination. And it's the same strain linked to the E. coli scare at McDonald's. NBC senior business correspondent.
I swear everybody's getting sick now.
Christine Roman's here with a little bit more on this. Feels like we've been talking about E. coli for months now, Christine. What can you tell us about this latest recall?
Important information for consumers about their food safety. We're talking about 165,000 pounds of ground beef, 15 cases in Minnesota.
It would be Minnesota. Can you imagine getting sick after eating food in Minnesota? Like, you already have to live in Minnesota.
Investigators there linked it back to a distributor in Detroit. Symptoms began between November 2nd and the 10th. And this is the same strain linked to that McDonald's onion case. Wolverine Packing is the name of the company that distributed this meat. And this is what they say. They've notified all customers that receive the product. They're going to conduct an intensive internal review to
I never trust internal reviews. Let's be honest.
Fully figure out where it went and make sure that they have the highest standards of production there. So this meat was sent mostly to restaurants, we think. So the concern among food safety officials is it could still be in freezers.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That's not good.
Or even, I mean, people freeze their meat, you know, you get a good price, you freeze it.
Absolutely.
I don't like freezing my meat. Then I get soft.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Empire. In case you ain't know. Guns! Roll, nigga. What? Empire. Empire. I know y'all serious.
She looked at me like I won't run up on her.
I get you.
She licked her lips like she could take a mean one. Must be the air that I breathe that bring this money to me. 'Cause every time it breathes, I feel it coming at me. Oh,
brave is the air too thinner.
up here, the watch too bright up here. The sun glistening off the bezel, leaving them little shadows of ice on your face like freckles. Cuter than a button on one of my best suits, and that pound is shined up like church shoes. I gotta make my next move my best move, even if that move don't involve you. Cause there's a lot of that would love to be in your position, whether it was wifey or mission. My mission is to make sure I stay in your system like heroin. So therefore it's me that you're hooked on, but sick of. Don't be nodding off and getting comfy, I'll cancel your monthly. Dope boy, who want me? Let me get you high, you'll love this.
She looked at me like I won't run up on her. She licked her lips like she could take a mean one. Must be the air that I breathe that brings this world near me. Cause every time it's a breeze, I feel it coming at me.
I'm a uptown boy, that girl from Brooklyn. Best eye chick, she know news in them. Cool with him, so she got the news from him. That what's happening, baby, what's happening? In the dice game, who got bank? Who's asking? 3 6s, look around, who's laughing? Point a chick out, they know who's smashing. I take fractions and spend on fashion. I'm all that, I don't call back. I'm more at a Ford that I'm buying all that. 645, the coupe is all black. Tell the bartender to send more of that. Window shop, who's pop? It's simple. I window shop, I buy the window, including the bimbo. This is simple.
So what's your name?
H.O.
She looked at me like I won't run up on her. She licked her lips like she could take a mean one. Must be the air that I breathe that brings this world near me. Cause every time it's a breeze, I feel it coming.
You know young and I slide through. New coupe, sky blue, big wheels, interior color diamond. And I'm used to life in the fast lane. Ask about me, I do the damn thing. You know money's not an option, really. My neck's retarded, my wrist so silly. And mommy got a face like Christina Millie. Body like Miss Kim Kardashian. I'm flashy at cars, I move like a boss. Empire the gang, man, I'm that ball. Mr. Montana, drop head phantom. Might jump out the 6 deuce long for the cameras. I balled in the Hamptons, crib out in LA. G for the New York, then the MIA. Shalom, mama, what's hood? And with the G, you good, you know.
She looked at me like I won't run up on her. She licked her lips like she could take a mean one. Must be the air that I breathe that brings this world near me. Cause every time it's a breeze, I feel it coming at me.
That was Mean One by Ja Rule and Ja Rule and Umpire. See what they did there? I've been talking for 2.5 hours. I'm a little tired.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Oh, sure. This following segment has been brought to you by the best Kava and Kratom bar in all of the Tampa Bay area, that being the chill room of Pinellas Park, where we record Hoppe Hour at our top secret location, even though I just said where it's recorded at. That was a mouthful. 6709 49th Street North, and that's in Pinellas Park, 727-827-2339. It's 727-827-2339, and thechillroom.com. When I tell you they're the absolute best, I am a man of my word.
Now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, this is Southside Steve out of Atlanta, Georgia, host of the Yet Come On Show podcast. And you're listening to the Hoppe Hour with my friend Ryan Hoppe, fellow radio rock god. That's a Yet Come On.
He is heavily medicated, always high, allegedly, and caffeinated on energy drinks. What could possibly go wrong? Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Happy hour, wake the crowd. Mike's on fire, volume real loud. Ryan bringing heat like a summer sun. Morning show podcast.
Oops.
Fun. Turn it up, this Hoppe Hour. Ryan got that podcast power. Syndicated, we go global. Living large, never staying local. Syndicated, treat for code.
856-49 Hoppe.
Host with the
856-494-6773.
Morning.
You tweeted me at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
Turn it up, this
You can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. Let's talk about Chris Brown and all the girlfriends he has.
large, never staying local. Whoa! Happy hot topic.
So this is Chris Brown. He went on Kai Cenat's stream. Man, Kai is like the new like Howard Stern. He's got Benny Blanco one night, Chris Brown.
Are you in a relationship right now?
Me? No, I'm too busy. I'm not going to even make a punching a woman joke. Never mind.
Am I in a relationship? Yeah.
It's kind of weird how Kai's making that noise when he's right next to Chris Brown.
Me? Am I in a relationship? Yeah. I'm in multiple.
That's got to be a lot of estrogen to deal with.
What do you mean? Like more than one girlfriend? Something like that.
Something like that. Can you imagine dating Chris Brown? You're a loser. You have no taste in men.
Okay. And how do you balance that?
It's weird. Kai's like eating like meal prep while doing the podcast. Very 2024. Like if you would have told people when they were watching Johnny Carson 40, 50 years ago that this would be the future.
Because that's a lot of balance unless they just keep it 100.
Even 100. Man, the movie Idiocracy really came to life. And I love Chris Brown, but he's a stupid man in real life.
To be honest. The most expensive thing you ever got for a girl?
What I like about Kai, the guy doing this video, is that he has a lot of haters and he just ignores it. Mm-hmm.
Man. The most expensive thing on one thing, probably like a $300,000-$400,000 ring.
That's a pretty big deal.
$300,000.
Is it a cock ring?
ring?
Yeah, ring, yeah. All right, I'm getting bored. 856-49 Hoppe. This is interesting here. Cher says Val Kilmer is the only celebrity that dumped her. She seems a little picky then.
Guys expect fabulous.
Man, say what you want about Howard, but he's got a very good voice.
Guys expect fabulous sex and fabulous like because you're Cher and you're like
and they get it.
They do.
The only thing that's weird about Howard's interviews is he's always trying to be a shrink. That's why Rogan's really good at what he does, even though I'm not really a fan, is Rogan's a little more of a conversation.
That's fantastic. How do you know that they get it? I mean, how do you know?
Because you can tell by the reaction.
It's a great reaction. Who would ever leave you? Men are fools.
Few men. But
you have to kick them out.
A couple. Look, I was madly in love with Val Kilmer, and he left.
Why would he leave? He's having fabulous sex with one of
Howard's weird. Howard doesn't get like human interaction sometimes. Like people could just break up, dude.
Most beautiful women in the world.
And this is coming from, I've been listening to Howard for 18 years, but sometimes with these interviews, it's like, just let the person talk, bro.
The fuck's the problem with
because
this guy?
You don't, sometimes you're only meant to stay with someone so long.
All right. That's a very good point by Cher. 856-49 Hoppe. Henry Winkler does not want his daughter going on a reality show, as she almost went on The Bachelorette.
Do you remember when I was in the running to be the Bachelorette?
Oh my goodness.
I bet Henry's the best dad ever. It'd be the opposite of daddy issues.
and we put a stop to that.
You sure did. And
I know people that have the same agent as Henry Winkler, and he's a good dude.
then I was asked, which we
And
didn't even
only
talk
for
about.
your protection.
We didn't even talk about.
No, not How about thank
Yeah, I was thinking that too, the way she said
you?
Thank you.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about also, and I forgot to talk about this
With who?
Kim, but
Right.
originally, before, like so long ago, there wasn't even that much reality TV out. It was just The Real World. And me, Kim, and Sarah Howard were asked to be on a show called Quarter Life Crisis.
Right.
I would have been good for that in 2019.
And I'll never forget Matt Hanna. He worked at VH1 at the time.
Quarter life crises are like the most unspoken thing. Everyone talks about the midlife crisis, but no one talks about the quarter life crisis.
Flew out to LA and did a sizzle reel of us.
Right.
And I don't even think like I mentioned it to you. And then I was living at home at the time because I was just done with college.
I believe it was at this house that we're in right now.
Yes, he came to the house and you met him outside.
I did.
And what did you say to him?
I said, it is so lovely that you're here. I can suggest some really good restaurants. My daughter is not doing your show.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And then this is a crazy story. Well, obviously it worked out for Kim because she went on to become the most famous person in the world. But I became a teacher, which was the best job and what I always truly wanted to do.
Yeah, probably a better job than being Kim Kardashian. She seems like she has a lot of mental health problems.
And I went to visit you.
Yeah, you did.
In your class several times, and you were born to do that. It was so not the right thing for you to do in your life. It would have just perverted your trajectory.
Henry Winkler is just a great guy. He gives off that energy.
Whoa! Happy hot topic! First responders say new 911 technology could help save your life. The tech allows callers to share video of the emergency they're having rather than just describing it. ABC's Elizabeth Schulze has a look at how it works.
Dawson County 911, what's the address of the emergency?
We're out in the water right off of Dawson Cove. My husband fell in the water off the boat.
Watch and listen as this woman calls 911 after her husband went overboard from a boat off the coast of Florida.
I just can't get the boat to start. I can't get the engine to turn on, and now I can't see him in the water anymore.
The video feature, part of new technology allowing 911 dispatchers to see and hear what's going on at the scene of an emergency.
I wonder if we see them.
Using the app called Rapid Deploy, 911 responders were able to help the woman start her boat.
I got it going.
And guide her to the location of the original call to rescue her husband. Apps like Rapid Deploy are now serving as vital reinforcement for 911 telecommunicators at call centers across the country.
Arlington 911, what is the address of your emergency?
Debbie De La Fuente, who's been on the job for 18 years in Arlington, Virginia, showed us exactly how it works.
So I'm going to go ahead and send you a video request.
It will pinpoint a caller's exact location and initiate a video call. I'm going to accept it. There we go. Okay, so now you can see me, and if I was at the scene of a crime, you could also see what's happening.
We are so in the future, it's crazy.
In real time.
So there's that going on. And then let me see here. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. Tyga and his main man, Alexander A.E. Edwards, were seen at the airport the next day after his 35th birthday, and he's very hungover.
Tiger, my fave. How are you, bro?
I'm good.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
It's very weird how he was allowed to date Kylie Jenner when she was underage. Never forget.
I see you went to Six Flags yesterday for your birthday.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's not really like the...
Sounds very hungover. You have the paparazzi that's all jacked up on caffeine, and he's like, yo.
The most common way a 35-year-old spends his birthday. Why you choose Six Flags?
I don't know. Millennials aren't growing up. These paparazzi don't get it, man. Their interviews are not very good. They always seem to be on attack mode when they would get the best answers out of people if they were not in attack mode.
We just rented it out. It was fun. Like friends, it was intimate, you know.
You rented out the whole of Six Flags?
Yeah. Whoa, they've never done that before. Every celebrity does that, bro.
Oh, sick, man. So you're going to go on any rides you want to and everything like that?
Yeah.
Hey, what's your plan for the next 5 years? 40 is 5 years away. 40 is 5 years away from me too.
This guy's having a midlife crisis and just spilling it on the Tiger.
So I'm thinking about, where do I want to be by 40?
Shit, I'm just thinking about getting on this flight.
A lot of times you don't know what these paparazzi look like, and they're just projecting.
Long ass flight right now. That's about it.
Where are you going to?
Thailand. We got a show out there.
A show in Thailand?
Yeah.
In Bangkok?
This guy's very hyper, and Tiger's like just chilling.
Hey, he famous too.
He famous too, this one here?
Man, go ahead.
He's like, quit talking to me, dude.
Go ahead.
What do I ask him about? What should I ask him? What would be the most...
Ask him about his diamond teeth.
Hey, E.
My God, TMZ, we love you. Thank you for everything. We love you.
Hey, are they new teeth?
Huh?
Are they new?
They're newish, but they don't come out.
Oh, they're stuck in there for good.
Real commitment.
So this is Alexander A.E. Edwards.
For the rest of your life?
Yeah, it's not an act.
Hey, would you recommend those teeth? Like, are they good for actually using them as teeth? Are they good for like...
Yeah, it's good.
They still work?
Yeah, they work. Floss, I eat, I feel cold, warm.
All right, this paparazzi's giving me anxiety. I took a lot of hits of my vape. I have this new vape that I hit, and you got to be careful because sometimes you don't realize how high you are. Report, Travis Kelce, watch found in Rhode Island following burglary. A watch belonging to Travis Kelce was reportedly recovered near 1,400 miles from his home, with authorities hunting down the timepiece amid the break-ins. Makes you wonder if maybe the criminals are from Rhode Island. 856-49 happy. Gladiator 2, Connie Nielsen. Denzel ain't retiring on my watch. I won't let him. We're going to play the audio here. I can't believe Denzel Washington is almost 70. That gave me the biggest existential crisis, hands down, that I have had all year.
You're juggling breakfast, emails, and that existential crisis, but don't worry, we've got your back. It's Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe, your morning survival guide.
Yeah, Denzel Washington, almost 70. No, live forever, bro. Man on Fire was a great movie.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Miss Nielsen, what is your advice for anyone watching Gladiator 2 and worrying about the historical accuracy? What do you want to say?
These paparazzi ask weird things. When I go to see the movie, I just want to see a movie. I don't really care if it's accurate or not. These paparazzi are just always in attack mode. It's like, if you're nicer, you might get a good answer out of people, man.
I would say enjoy yourself and stop making a big deal out of nothing.
Yeah, and then they literally humanize these celebrities where they're like, I don't know, watch the movie.
Right, I love that.
I love that. I love that. Do you? You probably don't like the answer. You're looking for confrontation.
Right, I love that. So Ridley Scott said that the same-sex kiss with Denzel didn't happen. Is that true? Do you know anything about the kiss with Denzel?
I can tell you that ours is one of the most inclusive sets you can imagine. Any decision that's editorial is purely based off of making it a better film. Can I have a picture,
Connie, please? I love that. How excited are you?
She's literally talking to the paparazzi, and this woman wants a picture, and I love how she goes for the picture over the stupid paparazzi.
Miss Nielsen, do you feel any way that you're working with Denzel on one of his last films? You know he's retiring soon.
I'm not going to let him.
She is a beautiful, sexy woman. Mm-hmm. Also here, Portia Williams, stop lying about my junk. Ex-Simon Galbadia sues for defamation. Portia Williams' mouth has gotten her in some hot water. Her estranged husband, Simon, has now sued the Real Housewives of Atlanta alum over her erectile dysfunction posts. And she posted a picture about erectile dysfunction from Wikipedia on her Instagram story and did hashtag mental health awareness. That is just a petty woman. But she's from the Real Housewives, and it feels like all the women from the Real Housewives are petty women. They're not somebody you want to date. 856-49 happy. Now the Asun Dario Dario, I am 2 hours and 43 minutes in, so I don't really care if I said it wrong. The brothers who beat up Jussie Smollett, those two big gay guys, they're saying he should admit he did it. Right here.
First off, your thought about this decision from the courts.
We were taken aback initially, not because of the Supreme Court's decision, but because Jussie never admitted guilt. We understand that he has due process rights and double jeopardy shouldn't and is not allowed in America. However, Jussie should have admitted guilt, and that's where we stand.
So the real injustice here was the sweetheart deal he was given by Kim Foxx's office at the beginning of all of this.
He did all these network interviews. He said how white MAGA people are out to kill him because he was.
Yeah, can you imagine if somebody said that black people did that? Like, I'm not a big fan of MAGA or Trump, but people definitely discriminate against them. Just like people definitely discriminate against heterosexual people. And I'll say it.
Gay and black. We're in the middle of the George Floyd riots. This was a blowtorch.
It's not necessarily true, bro. He was saying this a year. I mean, I guess it was during the George Floyd thing, but Jussie was 2019. George Floyd was 2020. Like, we were thinking more about COVID, bro.
To blow up.
So Fox News is spinning it their way again.
Americans.
The spin cycle doing that? No way.
Society and further that cause and make him more famous. That's the big deal, isn't it?
Yes, it is a big deal. And the problem is, if it was a regular Smo Joe, John Doe, or Ola Osundairo, he would not get that deal. Jussie got that deal because he has influence and power. So it shows that there are two different citizens in America, one with power and one without. And that's why he got that sweetheart deal.
Have you talked to him since, Ola? Did he ever pay you guys?
We have not spoken to him since. Yes, he did pay us at first. He still
These guys are like, man, this is a weird time in our life. 2019 was a lifetime ago.
Owes us $500. But I don't think we're ever going to see that.
Yeah, I would assume not.
Yeah, but it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't about the money. It was not about the money at all. It was more so us helping out a friend.
Yeah, beating him up and committing a racist hoax. Definitely helping him out.
Do you know anyone that believes him? Do you know anyone that believes Jussie?
A lot of people. Cuba Gooding Jr., Kim Fox.
Smollett was telling the truth, Ola?
Not a single soul. I do see people online that still has his back, but...
Where's these MAGA supporters? Yeah, because in negative 20-degree weather in liberal Chicago, there's MAGA supporters looking to beat up black people.
No. In my immediate circle, nobody believes him.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, not even Pinocchio.
And then there's this right here on Hoppe Hour. This is a strange headline. Very Florida.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Well, what started with a friend request turned into months of talking, and a woman in Frisco, Texas thought she'd hit the jackpot with her new friend, Elon Musk. He'd promised her a huge return for investing with him.
And as Fox 13's Kimberly Cuisin reports, the person behind the keyboard was not Elon Musk, but a man from Bradenton, who police say was ripping her off.
For a 74-year-old woman, a friend request sent and accepted on Facebook brought on a new and seemingly powerful friendship.
She would communicate on a daily basis with him.
She believes she was talking with Elon Musk, and he told her he had a plan for her future.
You give us $500,000, I can make you $55 million.
She jumped at the opportunity.
Without her husband's knowledge, she started investing with Elon Musk.
But Detective Jim Carolla with the Bradenton Police Department's elder fraud unit,
I wonder if he's related to Adam Carolla.
Says the woman transferred $250,000 to bank accounts not belonging to Elon Musk, But to this man,
Grant that to me.
an imposter.
Loser.
According to police, 56-year-old Jeffrey Moynihan Jr. of Bradenton.
You have an arrest warrant for your
It would be a mutant from Bradenton.
arrest?
Detective Carula says the woman's husband says she gave Elon Musk, aka Moynihan, $600,000. He's continuing to track down where the other money went.
What and who you see is not who's typing back at you. And I think
Yeah, you got to watch out. These elderly are getting taken advantage of.
these people, you have to realize that, but even more so, you can't give money.
But here's where things take a turn.
Where?
It appears Moynihan may have been the target of a romance scam as well.
Mr.
What a loser. He's just projecting.
Moynihan stating that his girlfriend is the mastermind behind it and that he had no involvement.
Of course not. You're an innocent piece of garbage. Nah. You just make all of Florida look bad, you scumbag. 856-49 Hoppe. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. This show is for the hard-working average Joe and Jane that grind in life. I don't care if you live in the U.S. or the U.K. As long as you're listening, that's all that matters. I record for you and you. And don't think I forgot about you. We will be right back on Hoppe Hour after this. Hang on.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Show your head back, baby. Show your grill in this bitch. Get the snap in yo. Fingers get the move in yo. Yeah, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Ooh, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Show your head back, baby. Shake your dreads in this bitch. Get the snap in yo. Fingers get the move in yo. Yeah, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Ooh, that's that money snap. Oh, that's that money snap. I signed my deal, made $1 million, did the money snap. Went to the car dealership and spent the 100 stacks. Bought me a Benz and a spaceship Cadillac. Put 50 in my mouth so I can shine when I battle rap. You boys don't know me, I'm from the show me. Pull that 45, leave your brains all holy. I made this one for the people who just don't dance. Too busy drinking liquor, politicking with their mans. Or them chicks with them 6-cent heels on their feet. So sexy in the club, two-step into the beat. If you just got rich and you just came up, money snap, where you at? Like you don't give a fuck. Throw your head back, baby, show your grill in this bitch. Get the snap in yo, fingers get the move in yo. Yeah, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Ooh, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Throw your head back, baby, shake your dreads in this bitch. Get the snap in yo, fingers get the move in yo. Yeah, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Ooh, that's that money snap. Oh, that's that money snap. My little sister and my mama got their income tax check. Everybody seen their ass, but I ain't seen them yet. Man, I know where they at the mall, popping tags, running in and out of stores, money snapping, holding back. My little nigga went to the strip club for the very first time. Seeing all them hoes naked, blew that little nigga mind. Got a stat worth the one, threw him in the sky, made it rain, started money snapping, yelling that he all in the game. Man, I'm handling this dreads in this bitch. Get the snap in yo fingers, get the moving yo. Yeah.
What is it?
Money snap. Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Money snap. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Snap. Yeah. Oh, that's that money snap. Yeah. I'm on the block and it's booming, man. Them fiends spinning cheese. Got the hook up with Poppy and he gave me them keys. Do that money snap. If you just hit a lick, do that money snap. If you got a bad bitch, who gon' give you her check? Man, you keep your pockets fat. Sitting in that Benz coupe or that new bubble X. In the club, you by the bar. In the hood, you a star. Got 250 on the kush. I like my weed in the jar. Baby girl looking good in a new outfit. Got her head back snapping, baby. Ooh, that's it. If your cell phone ringing, then you know it's about that paper. Do that money snap, boy. Why you shake off them haters? Throw your head back, baby. Show your grill in this bitch. Get the snap in your fingers. Get the move in your wrist. Yeah, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Ooh, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Throw your head back, baby. Shake your dreads in this bitch. Get the snap in your fingers. Get the move in your wrist. Yeah, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Ooh, that's that money snap. Oh, that's that money snap.
Yeah, I think it's about the money snap. Mm-hmm. I'm so high.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Let's play this again. I love this.
Hey, what's up? I'm Woody. That's Greg Gorey.
What's up?
Menace.
I've known the Woody Show for like 11 years now, and he's one of my closest mentors, and it's crazy that he's got the biggest show in LA, and he's my friend.
Hey, what's up? I'm Woody. That's Greg Gorey.
Love you guys.
What's up? Menace.
Hi.
Gina Grad.
Hey.
Seabass. There's Sammy.
Hello.
We are The Woody Show. And you are listening to Hoppe Hour. With Ryan Hoppe.
Call Hoppe now. 856-49-HOPPE. Tweet at him at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
So I was going to do a segment called Weed News, but I never did. But I made music on Suno.com where I make this music for a segment called Weed News. And since I'm high out of my mind, let's do it.
Lying on the mic, talking all night. Hoppe Hour's life wasn't so right. Blunts in the air, vapes everywhere. Cover on the side, crates on the shelf. Weed news coming at ya. High times on the air. Living in the moment. No worries, no care. Smoke fills the room. Sun chasing moon. Chilling with the crew. Vibes are in tune. Radio's bumping. Hearts are thumping.
Let me hit this pen.
No more slumping. Weed news coming at ya. High times on the air. Living in the moment, no worries, no care.
856-49-HOPPE. 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
Sun chasing moon, chilling with the crew. Vibes are in tune.
Let me remind you guys, by the way, if you want to follow me on TikTok, I would really appreciate that. At Ryan Hoppe Radio. I hit up one of my old friends, and he told me I need to film my show, but I'll never do that. Plenty of videos of me online. But whatever. Sam Asghari was seen out with one of his new girlfriends. It looks like Brittany.
Whoa! Hoppe Hot Topic!
This is just releasing, so it could either really translate to audio or be a bust.
Hey, what's up, guys? How are you, Sam? Yo, Sam.
Oh, he's being quiet. Got his back turned to the paparazzi going up the escalator.
We were cool, brother. You always talk to me.
I don't know if this is the same paparazzi from before, but this guy seems like an asswipe.
Yo, what's changed, Sam?
Trying to be private, and you're annoying, and he's probably hungover, and they had an argument earlier. That was a bust. 856-49-HOPPE.
Whoa! Hoppe Hot Topic!
Good evening, everyone. I'm Josh Benson.
And I'm Paolo Lucero. Thanks for joining us for News Channel 8 on the CW Tampa Bay. Well, tonight we're hearing from employees of Tropicana Field who are concerned about the future of the Trop and the...
Yeah, it's almost like when you're lying to everybody that they were never really going to go to Tampa. Trust me. And when your whole team is on a lie and you never sign the big players when it's time and you're cheap, it's almost like you're going to get cheap results.
The Rays.
Yeah, county commissioners delayed a vote to fund the new stadium after the Rays sent a letter accusing the county of killing the deal for the ballpark in 2028. News Channel 8's Marilyn Parker live from...
It was even weird when I would hear about it because like 2028 is very close. And it was like, when's the stadium going to get built? Like if I were to announce that I'm going to build a baseball stadium, I would start building it the next hour.
The Trop tonight in Maryland, there are
it's all a lie.
Many people who feel the downtown area thrives because of baseball.
I think it thrives because of Janus Live and because of all the bars and the music scene. This weird area, I'm not saying there's not Rays fans, but people lie to themselves.
That's right. And, you know, either way, the Rays was going to have to play somewhere else during construction. So there was going to be some kind of delay or impact for those businesses in this area. But the way the back and forth has gone and the finger pointing between everyone who has hands on this deal is really concerning.
Why is it concerning? YouTube video that is freezing? Tell me, all right now.
Pointing between everyone who has hands on this deal is really concerning the folks who used to work at Tropicana Field. They say it's uncertain, but right now they just want those folks to come together and get the job done.
Hourly employees at whatever job you have are always underappreciated.
Take a moment and think of St. Petersburg without Tropicana Field. Or
I don't know, it would be St. Petersburg. I'm not saying the Trop is good or not, but like, it doesn't make St. Petersburg. The beaches do. The infrastructure sucking does. The crime, the high rent. To me, that's St. Petersburg.
Or the Rays.
What does Ferg's look like? What are all the other bars down there look like?
Well, that's a good point.
You know, what, an empty hole?
It would break Michelle Dyson's heart. She's worked at the Trop for the last 10 years, not as a player or someone in the front office, but she says she and others are the faces of the ballpark.
I'm creating the experience of what.
She's got a very Karen haircut and a very Karen attitude. Nobody's ever gone, oh, this woman is the reason I go to Trop.
Why they come there. So is the kitchen. So are the housekeepers.
I get it, but like, you're never going to get the credit, so don't be bitter. Corporations don't care about you.
So are the fan hosts. So are everybody. The fish tank people, the bucket guy.
All of those people without a job at the Trop, and Dyson is worried about the future. This letter from the Rays accusing the county commission of ending the 2028 deal is not legally binding. The city attorney Tuesday said the city is contractually obligated to repair the Trop and get the Rays back in there as soon as possible.
It's crazy. There is so much mess inside of the Trop, and nobody's cleaning it. You could literally hire people to clean the Trop. I don't know what this dude is doing. Sternberg, the worst owner. And the Tampa Bay media is afraid to lose their press pass, so they kiss the ass of the Rays, but the Rays suck.
Those against the deal have said they want county and city leaders to focus on recovering from the hurricanes and beach renourishment.
St. Pete Clearwater is still shining.
Wednesday night, Visit St. Pete Clearwater hosted some of Brazil's largest tour operators and travel agents to show them how the beaches have recovered so far and that the area...
That's the important part, not a baseball team no one really cares about.
...is open for business. We asked the CEO his take on how this deal impacts tourism.
Whatever the outcome is, we're going to continue to highlight all the great things that make St. Pete Clearwater America's best beaches.
Money from the deal can't be used for other Pinellas County projects. Dyson says she hopes everyone involved considers everything at risk.
It's more than just the stadium. It's a home for a lot of us.
Yeah, I don't like the Trop. I'm sorry that's your home.
And downtown is thriving because of it.
All right. So there's that, and then we will end the show with this.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
This news right here definitely deserves this sound effect right here. When I'm about to play this news, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, there is no other word or sound but...
Now,
breaking news on News Channel 8.
Rays team officials say the new stadium deal is dead. Good evening.
Yeah, this whole deal was weird because it seemed very forced. The media was essentially told to lie that they were going to go to Tampa when they were never going to go to Tampa. And people got mad at me for saying that last year, but it's the truth. If they were going to go to Tampa, Mayor Jane would say something, but they were never going to go to Tampa. And this whole area was lied to.
I'm Jennifer Lee. Thank you for joining us. We just got word about an hour ago the Tampa Bay Rays plan to officially notify the city of St. Pete they will be terminating the deal.
I think they're going to end up moving. Nobody wants to talk about it. It's the elephant in the room, but I would not be surprised if they left Tampa. Utah wants a team. Nashville wants a team. Charlotte wants a team. Tampa doesn't seem to really care.
Team leaders blame the county. News Channel 8's Ty Russell has the new developments.
Big developments tonight. City Council here in St. Petersburg decided not to approve borrowing money for a new stadium. They'll revisit that issue down the road. But also tonight, they revisited an earlier vote and decided not to repair the roof at Tropicana Field. Now here.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, I'll say it again. I don't know why they didn't put something over that roof. That owner is a moron. I'll say it. I'll be the one person in Tampa to call him out. Everybody else kisses his ass.
Here's some video I want to show you. Brian Auld is the co-president of the Tampa Bay Rays. He says he believes the Trop won't be ready in time for the 2026 season.
That's not good because no one's doing anything. It's going on almost 2 months since the hurricane and they've done nothing.
After the damage from Hurricane Milton. And he also blames not the city but county commissioners for the strikeout on a new stadium.
Is there a deal still on the table? Again, this is one of the reasons we published that letter.
And here's the thing, too, is everybody's not talking. You got the fucking owners going, blah, 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 blah. You got the fucking politicians, blah, 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 blah. You got the media, blah, 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 blah. Nobody's talking truthfully. And then you got the politician in St. Petersburg saying the Rays are awful. There's so much miscommunication. We almost don't deserve this team.
That apparently came across so poorly.
Bunch of dumb boomers just being passive aggressive and just passing it along.
We need to establish the fact that no, there is not. We can't make the terms of the last deal work because we can't get the ballpark built in time for the 2028 season.
You just got all these boomers in their nice outfits just pushing things along.
So can you move? Well, we don't want to move. We wanted to stay in Tampa Bay.
You say that, but then you do nothing to stay here, and you do nothing to be relatable. Shut up.
It's been our goal from day one.
You may also remember Pinellas County Commissioners delayed a vote about its portion of the funding for a new stadium, and Rays leadership also tell me that
the word Rays and leadership is an oxymoron.
Tick-tock, clocks a joke, we're playing cruel pranks. Hoppe's hour almost done, feels like robbery in banks. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, dropping wisdom then streams. Syndicated sorrow, now it's time to shatter dreams. Oh, the Hoppe Hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. But the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe Hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Phone lines buzzing, but the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe Hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Oh, life's just so unfair. Like clockwork to a show, and now it's time to face the silence like a TV on snow. Ryan Hoppe held the mic with humor so divine, the void left in our hearts wider than a canyon line. Empty speakers, silent vibe coming to an end like a roller coaster stopping round the river's bend. Hobbies, jokes, and jabs, these are daily grind. Now silence louder than the thoughts we can't rewind. Oh, the Hoppe Hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. The Hoppe Hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
And like that, he's gone.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
I'll kick you in the nuts and we'll call it a day.
Hoppe Hour is now over.
Hoppe Hour is now over.
Game over.